One two 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 one. Mother effing two. We are back at it. No crack addicts. It's your boy Friday Ricky Dread here with another live for your head top. Big salute to everybody who's popping up. We are on multiple platforms right now. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube, of course, as well as on Twitch. Big salute to the people who are popping up on Instagram Live right now. What's up? 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 We got a lot to talk about today. And, you know, we're looking to have a special guest on the live as well. So stay tuned. Hopefully that doesn't go away or, you know, flop out. You know what I'm saying? And we can get a good conversation going on here. As far as the thumbnail, and let me make sure everything's sounding copacetic. Oh, perfect. Audio sounding crispy. Comment Gang is here, and Comment Gang is strong. Big chill in the building. Big thanks to Old John Crow 416 Trackstar Music for the donation, $50 donation early. And big salute to everybody who's popping up on Instagram right now. You know what I'm saying? If you see me on the gram, then you know what's up. We are live on YouTube, youtube.com/We Love Hip Hop Network. All right, tap in. There's a link at the top of the chat if you all want to get interactive with us and join the conversation. Let me pull up my list of topics early. Let's see. We're gonna go through some of the reactions as per the whole top 5 Adin Ross academics live stream. There's a few more things that have been some repercussions that have happened because of that. So there's been some reactions from the West Coast. As far as Figmunity, you know, big salute to Compton AD, as well as TDE Smacc and T-Rel and everybody over there at Figmunity World. But they had some reactions to the whole top 5 looking for Kendrick thing. And it's caused a little bit of a ripple effect as far as with the West Coast and how they feel about us. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that most definitely. K-Money responds to top 5. We're definitely going to get into that. Adin Ross, he got a reaction also from the Figmunity world, and they're saying that it's a no-fly zone. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Adin from over there, or at least he lives over there. He said he's going to be going back over there. He don't care. So we'll get into that. There's one more thing as far as with this breakdown, and keep in mind, special guest interview that's going to be dropping today on this. Okay, we're going to be getting somebody to pop up live from the West Coast to give their opinions on this whole thing, and a very important voice on the West Coast. So stay tuned. What else do I have on the list? The lawyer from this case, Gary Grills, he got a legal expert or somebody who's a lyric expert. Let me correct myself. Okay, let me make sure I pull up the name properly. He got a lyric expert by the name of Jabari Evans to help with this case here, and we're going to go through a video from the company man, aka Justin Hunt, who broke this down and had an interview with Jabari Evans in regards to this whole incident and lyrics or social media being admissible in court. Very, very interesting, as well as just a legal precedence that was set from this case that I want to get into. Pattern Gang wants to know if there's any update on Lil OT. Okay, is there something going on? Let me do a little quick check here. Lil OT. If there is anything going on, I will give you guys an update. But thanks for the heads up right there. But anybody on Instagram right now, pop out. We are live on YouTube. Oh, one more topic here. I got a couple more topics. Honcho Hoodlum versus WhyG. I don't know how that happened. You know, the wheels fell off, you know, of the wagon as far as these guys not beefing, and here we are again. If y'all have any more topics, let me know in the comments. I got some more topics that are on my list here, but spam the chat if you have any topic that you want me to address. We are here. As far as the people on Instagram, We Love Hip Hop Network on YouTube. Pop out. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Make sure to hit that like button for the people who are pulling up right now in real time. Let's give a quick salute to the sponsors before we get into it. Big salute to Diamond Club. Okay, Diamond Club gives some of the best loud, as well as, you know, edibles, tinctures, anything that you need. Delivery across the GTA real quick, fast, and in a hurry, okay? and you can get delivery across Canada. All right, hit them up on our Instagram page, diamondclub_Canada. You could also use the code We Love Hip Hop if you want to get yourself a little discount. You heard me? If you want some blem, hit up Steaming Hot Grabber. Okay, they got all kind of different kind of grabber flavors, ways to dispense the grabber. They got peanut butter grabber. This is some red herring grabber with the We Love Hip Hop boys on the front. Hit them up on our Instagram page if you want some delivery. Steaming Hot Grabber, and use the code We Love Hip Hop for a discount. One last one here. If you want some delivery within the Ottawa area, same day delivery, Only Loud is the best place to go in Ottawa, and they do across Canada delivery as well. Big salute to Only Loud. Some of the finest in cannabis, and favorite legacy brands and all things Loud. Okay, they'll provide mail order delivery nationwide, same day delivery in Ottawa. Check them out on their website, onlyloud.ca, and you could also check them on Instagram, Only Loud Canada. Oh, and they're also on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. You heard me? I think we got that done. Big salute to the Comment Gang. Big Chill in the building. Down to Earth in the building. J Molly in the building. Suarez in the building. Anonymous viewer in the building. Let's get into it, man. First topic I got on my list here is this Figmunity reaction. So I want to go over to, let's go over to the gram. Let's do that. Let's go over to Instagram. Make sure to follow me on the gram. We Friday Ricky Dread, or you can follow on the We Love Hip Hop page. Okay, you post different things there, but a lot of the same shit. Let me pull up Instagram quick fast. Where is my Instagram? I got bare windows open. Bear with me, chat. Here we go. Here we go. So I think we can find this via Keep Six Solid, if I'm not mistaken. Or I think I might have posted it on my own page, to be honest. Let's go to there. Let's go to my page. 1 second. Internet's acting a little stupid right now. I might need to open another page. Let's do that. Instagram. Yeah, there was some reaction from Smacc. There was some reactions from AD. T-Rail was kind of egging it on, to be honest, if you want to really, really be honest about it. All right, I got another page open. 1 second. Let's do this page here. There we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to go over to my profile here.
This shutdown Q show. He said, I shut it down. Oh, is that right?
Eesh.
Oh, yeah, he was popping it, though, huh?
He was popping it. Come down late, we're going to shut you down, bitch.
You know what? I'm going to go to a better clip for this. Let's go over to the community page. We'll find a better view of this. I don't like looking at stuff on Instagram with a little screen. Let's go to a better source. Which YouTube page do I need to open? Okay, here we go. Figmunity. I think that clip did pretty good for them too, if I'm not mistaken. Where is the clip? Where is the clip? Figmunity. Let's do this. Figmunity. Smacc Top 5. Here we go.
Yeah.
Whole podcast idea. Do y'all think that was ever going to be a thing? That Drizzy Drake was going to say, you know what? I'm going to decide out of all of the interviews that I wasn't doing for the longest space of time, that now's the time. Now's the time I'm going to do an interview. Or do y'all think that was just talk? Like, do you think that he got that directly from the horse's mouth? Like Drake is like, don't worry. We're going to do a podcast episode. We're going to look at the screen. We're going to be like, yo, what's up with that, man? They're not like us? Okay. Who's that in the background? For the people who don't know, Smacc is also Schoolboy Q's cousin. So he took a personal issue with that, especially with the whole not being able to come down to the Schoolboy Q not being able to come over here and perform at History.
Nigga. All right. Nigga gonna slap him.
So I got shot by the niggas around.
What's up, guys, man? Join the millions of fans that played on Underdog last year with their pick'em game.
You was in Toronto? He don't give a fuck.
And I'd have been there, pissing all on their walls and everything.
Whoa. Let's go back a little bit. This is the type of thing I don't like, because it makes it a bad look. Like Toronto ain't got no gangsters. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to defend Toronto's gangsterism. That's nothing to hang your hat on and defend. You know what I mean? It's some bullshit. But when it makes it seem like, y'all niggas ain't got nobody, there's nothing nobody could ever do to anybody that comes from anywhere else. Like, oh, Canada? Oh, hell no. You gotta kind of relax on that. You know what I'm saying? There's real niggas all over the world, any city, any country. See what Prince is saying right here? Everywhere has gangsters. Just shouldn't play games with the West Coast, the OGs. This is facts. We're not going to act like the West Coast doesn't have a history of gangsterism when it comes to the Bloods and the Crips and all of the Mexican gangs and stuff like that. We ain't acting like that. As well as the influence that the West Coast has had across North America. They're blooding and cripping in Montreal. So we're not going to downplay any of that type of stuff. But a lot of gangsterism come from poverty. So if you're in an impoverished area and people are doing whatever they need to get by, and then sometimes shit goes super left, then there you have it. Niggas who are willing to take chances, niggas who are willing to go all the way, that can happen anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And stupid niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's a dime a dozen. You could trip and find a stupid nigga anywhere. So there's always going to be some crash out, wild out who's willing to do something to try to impress somebody. We don't gotta get all incriminating and things like that now. Calm down. Holy. Niggas is singing war chants, bro. Holy. Boy, what you done started? What you done started? Let me see the view count on this quick fast. 51K in one day, eh? Ooh. Ooh. Right? And we've discussed this on other lives here before too. There's regular niggas who work at the airport. You know, I've been through the airport myself, and you know, nigga at the security, like, hey, Friday, what you doing over here? Hood ass, regular ass nigga who just is able to get his shit together. He's not one of the crash outs in the hood. He got him, you know, finishes his high school, maybe going to college, trying to do better for his life. But he's from the hood. Get a little job at the airport. But it doesn't mean that you don't know niggas. And then, you know, if you go and you meet the right niggas, or your niggas know niggas, then you could be the guy who's at the airport like, yo, I just seen Schoolboy Q come out of customs. And vice versa. Right? Like if somebody's trying to go over to the States. And the reason that this is really important to me is not because of the top 5 aspect. Top 5 is definitely made this more of a thing. But this is already started before with the whole Kendrick and Drake beef. Where when Not Like Us dropped, it wasn't a song that was just directed towards Drake. It started feeling like, yo, these Canadians though, yo, oh, well, no wonder you did that. It's probably because you're Canadian. Like, we can hear you. We have the same internet. We can hear you. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to be a little bit of a top 5 defender right here. That attitude that came from the Not Like Us that I just explained right there, where there's like, oh, well, obviously y'all don't know. You guys are outside of the culture. Duh, you're Canadian. You wouldn't understand. Just ease up, little Canadian. Go say your little A's over there and do some other music. Don't you guys do rock and rollers? Well, that's ours too. Sorry. Go do something else. Folk music. Oh, sorry, that's ours too. You're not allowed. Like as if Michie Me wasn't in the first priority family back in like 89, 88. Right? Yo, where's Down to Earth? Do I need to repeat that? Like Michie Me wasn't in first priority family back in like 1988. Talking about, I'm a Jamaican. Jeez. We got house music, Juicy Hamburger said. Nah, I think that's for the Europeans. We're not allowed to do any music that didn't come from Canada. Okay? We're not even allowed to comment on it. Right now, what I'm doing right here, that's a faux pas. Like, how dare you have an opinion on rap and hip hop or even gangster shit? Oh my gosh. Y'all got jails in Canada? Oh, I bet y'all got like, you know, those what do you call those cashmere sheets and shit in y'all jails? Obviously, you're Canadian. You're soft.
Yeah, nigga. My mom. I'm gonna be scared.
So I can understand where, you know, Five could come back with that energy, not the energy that he should, like, that's not the energy he should be having. All negative energy should just be out the door, period. But as far as feeling like, yo, do y'all think that we're punks or something? Like, y'all got real crazy with that not like us shit. Like, calm down. You're talking about a rapper who's technically the biggest rapper in the world, which also means America. So let's start there. It's not like Kendrick's battling some nigga who's on the come up, who's trying to get in the game. Like, oh, how dare you try to get in here? You're Canadian. No, the nigga's been running the game for the last 15 years. So maybe niggas is a little bit mad at that. Let's start there. Like, damn, how the hell does Canadian run the game for so damn long? Like, bruh, ease up. Okay, bro, let somebody else get some hits around here. Okay, maybe let's start a concerted effort to try to push this nigga out. Nigga hogging up all the hits. Yachty.
Wagwan.
Wagwan, brother.
Bro, these streets be on fire right now, bro.
Little bit. Yo, I gotta keep you on here just quick, fast. What's your thoughts on this whole Kendrick Lamar no fly zone or and vice versa? Like, these niggas is like, if it's no fly zone for Kendrick, then it's no fly zone for y'all niggas too. All y'all.
Hey, Adin said he's putting up same way still.
Yeah, he said he's gonna piss on the walls.
Like I said, bro. I said it a couple of days ago. All good and well talking. Gotta keep it toned down. Shit can go on the fly at any point. We gotta watch it. Yeah, we all talking, you know. Everybody out there talking. But shit can go left anytime. You know this, Friday. You know this.
Yeah. Well, listen.
It only takes one idiot. I'm sorry. It takes one idiot to set off a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Only one, you know.
Well, listen,
it could even just be an accident, and it just sets up everything.
Yeah. Juicy Hamburger says, imagine taking top 5 seriously. Smacc sounds like he's taking him kind of seriously.
Bro, Smacc sounds like he's on it.
Yeah. But it's not like that. We don't all feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Besides the people who are here who are Kendrick fans, the people who aren't or who are just complete Drake fans, they're not like FLA because one rapper from LA dissed Drake. There's a lot of rappers from LA that we mess with on heavy.
Exactly. Like, I don't know if people realize this, right? Okay, yes, I'm not really a Kendrick fan, but I'm not a hater, right? But let's take Kendrick out of it. LA controls three things. Well, not controls, but are a key influential element. Music, sports, and entertainment. The rest of the Western world wouldn't be entertained or, you know, have this type of influence without LA.
Facts. That's big facts.
So you can still no fly zone, but whatever. We are at some point, anyone involved in some form of entertainment or sport have to fly through LA anyways.
Yes. If you're a movie star and you know you've been making your movies, there's only so many movies you can make in other places. I know they call Toronto Hollywood North, and they try to save some money by making films up here, but eventually you're gonna have to go to LA, even for the premiere of the movie if you're a movie star.
Yeah. But the reality is shit started in LA, bro. So we can't even pretend. You understand what I'm saying?
What started in LA? The beef?
No. Like not started. I'm not saying started, but LA is an important, influential part in terms of like music and fashion and movies and anything. So this whole we don't like so and so don't make no sense. Like I say, and I agree with academics. Both Kendrick and Drake were the figureheads in this whole thing. Will have to step up and tone this temperature down.
Yeah.
And the reality is, I don't even think the temperature is all that high. It's just talk. It's just all yappity yap. I know. I just made up a word a while ago. You know what I mean? So, listen. Everybody's just gonna have to like just cool off, let it fly. On top five, yo, listen, bro. Can't talk all that peace talk and you can't hold your own self together, bro.
Yeah.
You have, and I've said this on the half of Friday. I enjoy your content or whatever. You funny, I'm cool, whatever. You have an apology to make, bro.
Yeah.
You have an apology.
Straight.
You can't, not even 36 hours on the move like that, bro.
Yeah. It's been a wild thing.
It's disrespectful. But I'm not saying by the top five. I'm not even saying that like you're not cool or whatever. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying you said something at midday and then literally by 9 p.m. the next day, you're moving crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I guess
Yo,
you
but
can't hold it to
listen,
Friday. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Yeah, I gotta cut you off for a minute. I gotta keep on cooking over here because I got a special guest coming soon.
No problem, bro. Just keep your thing going. Stay safe, yo. Everybody be safe. You don't know. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the We Love Hip Hop. You know it's a family around here. Pick up yourself and stay good Friday. Bless up, bro.
You too, brother.
Yeah.
Obio Yadi. Yeah, man. Let's continue this video here. 1 second here. Let's continue the video. They pissed. Basically, I think you can get the point that they are extremely pissed. So, I don't know why, but I tried to do some damage control. Actually, I was called on. I'm not even going to lie. I was kind of called on to do some damage control. I was doing my thing, doing my regular things outside of the internet type of day. And I got a signal from the boy Academics saying, yo, pull up, bro. Like, quick, fast. Let me go on the We Love Hip Hop page. I think that's where I posted it. He didn't make a clip of it yet, but we had a conversation and we got to clean up a few things. I might have to go into my hard drive to find the rest of it because I did save it. Let's go to, is it here? It might be here.
Everything. It's only so long you can keep.
No.
Let me see. Damn. You know who I want to get?
That's the end of it right there. It's right here.
And I don't think Drake wants to hear any of that. Have you heard Drake respond to any of these messages or any of these posts?
I don't think Drake
is gonna say either negatively or positively.
Well,
that
that's
he's co-signing.
that's exactly what I said. If it don't come out the horse's mouth, then it is what it is. You feel me? Like all that other shit. Like I said, to me, that shit content. That shit is content. And then too, like I'm saying, it can't just be niggas dissing Canada and then like that too, because that nigga Drake was trolling too. He putting on a Compton college.
Hold on, let me pause it right there. AD ain't wrong about that. And he's talking about during the beef when Drake and Kendrick were beefing, and but these guys are beefing with each other. So that was a Drake and Kendrick thing, not a Toronto and LA thing.
College shirt, got the Pac ring, all that shit. It's all type of shit. Them both of them niggas, they being petty. Of course they doing that shit when they having a little war. Cool. It is what it is.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have to have a problem if I'm walking around LA and then they hear I have an accent, or if I say "a" too many times, they'll be like, "Wait, you Canadian?"
If you say the word Crody, it might be up.
I gotta have to cut my A's down to a minimum.
Well, that's what I was saying. There's a lot of niggas. There's niggas on Drake's team that niggas fuck with. Them niggas move around freely. Ain't nothing happen to them niggas. You feel me? They tied in. They do what they do. And it's like I said, Party Next Door. He had a show out here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas didn't feel like, oh, niggas gotta go make a statement or anything.
Hold on, let me pause it for a second. I don't mean to keep on pausing the video, but yeah, Party Next Door performed in LA during the time in the heat of this whole thing, of the whole Drake versus Kendrick Lamar beef, and he had no problems. Right, so it's definitely not TDE trying to cock block anything going on over there. And I don't think it's OVO or Drake that was trying to cock block anything going on over here, as far as with the Schoolboy Q show or with the Sir show. I can see how it looked that way. And, in the heat of this whole battle, it was like, okay, that happened. Sucks for you. I'm sure Drake wasn't like, stop, no, let Schoolboy Q come here. But at the same time, I'm sure he didn't press the button or make the call to be like, nah, take them off the plane. That would be corny.
Like that. It's been cool. So when niggas are starting to shut down shows and claiming that they shutting down shows on purpose, fucking with niggas' money and talking like they doing research when they looking at niggas on the video and shit, then that's a whole different type of talk.
Yeah, I don't think that Top 5, and this is with all due respect to Top 5, because I fuck with 5, right? But the words and sentiment of Top 5 do not reflect on the whole of Toronto. Do you know, like the disclaimer that they put in front of a show?
Yeah.
Real shit.
I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? The words and opinion of Top 5 do not reflect on Canada and Toronto as a whole, and the We Love Hip Hop Network.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest.
And Jersey Drake.
Like I don't think we're gonna get like the real, like a true either denouncing or like a true cosign. I think Drake, Drake is gonna look at it hands off that situation, because I think Drake could have been like, yo, bro, chill, right? But I think it's one of those situations like, yo, I'm not gonna say I'm with it, but like, yo, if my mans and them want to make a statement saying that, yo, they're not fucking with certain shit, I'm not gonna go against it neither. I'm not co-signing it, but I'm not going against it. Like, I'm just kind of stay out of it. I don't think Drake would. Which, by the way, I think what he said that he's going to do a podcast with Drake, kind of reviewing the video to see who's the faces of those people in there. I don't think Drake would be sitting next to no stuff like that.
Let me. There's somebody who said something in the comments that was stuck out to me. Also, somebody asked when is Top 5 doing this live. I don't think that he's doing that tonight. I'm not sure. Okay, I haven't spoken to him about any of those things. Oh. Chris Mullen, thank you, Chris Mullen. Says Metro is just in Toronto. Metro and Future. They were performing like that over here. They didn't get a bottle hit. Nobody threw a bottle on the stage. Nobody tried to shank them at the hotel. They didn't even get their tires popped in the car service. They came, they got their bag, the back end, did the song on stage. You seen them all in all white, dancing around, having a good old time. And then they went on their merry way. Let's see. Yeah, Future, Metro Boomin, Toronto. Found it. Let me show y'all. Does this look like a city that's not welcoming, trying to cause friction, trying to block bags? What that sound like? What that sound like? Niggas is wearing all white. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a Diddy party. Having a good old time. Rich nigga shit. Nobody cock blocking. Sold out venue. See that? All fans, no haters. Oh, you see right there in that corner? I think I see somebody with a gun. They're trying to shoot Metro. Nah, B. It's the internet that does a lot of this talk. A lot of this is internet content shit. Let me see if I could pull up some stuff that's actually off my hard drive. Video file. Uno momento.
Let me see. Damn. You know who I want to get on? Let me see. He's like a journalist. Yo, you not on Discord, are you?
Yeah. You want to join the Discord?
Yeah, join Discord real quick.
All right.
All right.
1 second.
I'm trying to get my man Friday on. Friday, if you're around, man, I would love for you to talk to AD.
It's running right off.
This is
there.
cool vibes. Yo, Friday, yeah, just join
StreamYard is sick. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. You're sick for that StreamYard. 1 second. Let me reopen this shit. Hold on a second. Y'all even hearing this? I'm probably not even hearing this shit. 1 second. Let me fix this up for y'all. Let's do this. Let's do this. Not the Chrome tab. Window, file. God damn. I know what to do. I know how I'm going to do this. We're going to get this done today, gang. We're going to get this done because I have the full video. Oh, perfect. It's already in here. Hold on. I just got to do something in the back end here. Pause. Okay. I'm going to share the screen. Can't be showing y'all all my shit in my hard drive. Un momento. Where's my Google Drive? Here we go.
Let me see. Damn.
You heard him saying he's gonna push peace?
Outside the courthouse.
Hold on. You're
What up?
what up?
What's the deal, bro?
What? I'm good, man. How are you, man?
Oh man, good. Just picking the kids up from school and shit.
Okay. Is it possible to get the camera popping on your...
Yeah. Just give me a second.
I'll give you a proper introduction over here for the chat.
Figure this shit out real quick. I ain't used the StreamYard before. I use everything else.
Yeah, StreamYard is a godsend. It's
Hold
perfect
on
for
second.
reviewing videos and stuff.
Light on real quick.
I'm gonna pull up this video. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let's get you on the camera over here. Yes. Compton legend.
What's up?
Los Angeles legend.
Yes, sir.
Host of Community as well as Figmunity World.
Yes, sir.
We have AD in the mother effing building.
What's the
What's
word,
going on,
man?
brother?
Oh man, moving around, man. Been a Been a crazy 24 hours, huh?
A little bit. A little bit. I've been asking the chat with the temperature as far as what everything was Smacc was saying in the video we were reviewing, right?
Yeah.
Smacc was angry.
Oh, for sure. I mean, listen, one thing people don't, if you don't know, Smacc is Schoolboy Q's brother.
I said cousin earlier, but brother. Okay.
Yeah, it's his brother. So, I mean, anything TDE, anything that has anything involved with that, he got a big TDE tatted on his face and stuff too. So anything with TDE, take 100% personal.
So, as far as, did he see the live that we did with Ak yesterday?
Yeah, I seen it.
No, but did Smacc see it?
I don't think so.
Because I don't know if he thinks that the whole of Toronto is on some fuck LA shit.
I think that's how he's taking it. I don't know. It's just like it's Smacc be like he don't really be like tuned in to, you know what I'm saying, what's going on like that. He just hears certain shit and he react off of that. That's him.
Yeah.
He all crash out edition 24/7.
Yeah. But as far as what you believe, Toronto's okay in LA.
Oh yeah. Like I said, bro, this shit, like, just like I told Ak, I said this shit is it's all the outside players saying things, and it's making it seem like it's reflecting on Los Angeles or Toronto as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and honestly, like, I felt like that shit was damn near over with. And
yeah,
you know, little shit happens, little chatter here and there, and then they just, you know, just kick right back up and shit.
Well, the battle is 4 months old now, man, and we're still talking about it,
bro. Which is, and like I said on Act Stream too, it was like, I know for sure Los Angeles, people from Los Angeles wasn't taking it like, oh, like, yo, Toronto this, Toronto that. I'm like, you know, Party Next Door came out here. He had a successful show. There was a lot of LA people in the building and shit like that. You feel me? It's a lot of shit that goes on. I don't think nobody was even like talking like that or tripping like that. You feel me? But yeah.
What about Schoolboy Q though? Schoolboy Q got taken off the plane. Do y'all really believe
I don't
that
think
that
he
was
got no, he didn't get taken off the plane.
So break it down.
From what I gathered is that he was on the plane and they got word that he won't be performing and they got off. So it wasn't no like kicked off, like you guys got to leave or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the broken telephone that started going around with that shit.
Yeah, it's always gonna be something like that. You feel me?
Yeah. So do y'all really think that Drake made that happen? Tell the truth, AD.
Even if it's not Drake per se, it has to be somebody around. For sure. 100%. It don't make no sense.
Damn.
I'm just keeping it real.
That's crazy.
I mean, don't that look suspicious?
I could understand how it could look suspicious. But
and look, on some, you know, on some war type shit, some street type shit, nigga, you own the venue, nigga. I ain't having you niggas in the venue.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think it's a decision that he made, but I think it's somebody who was overzealous, said, you know what, like he doesn't own the venue. Let's do that. Let's do that too. Some more broken chatter. Exactly. He worked in collaboration. He helped when the opening of the venue. He did his festival over there, but he's not a part owner of the venue. I'm sure he has an invested interest, but he's a part owner.
Yeah, but even like I'm saying, even with that, it's all comes by with influence of the beef. And when the beef is on, you feel me? Of course, niggas gonna do some, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna do what they do. People gonna ride with who they gonna ride with. Just like LA motherfuckers is gonna ride with LA motherfuckers, Toronto niggas gonna ride with Toronto niggas, as they should. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But I was just showing a video earlier, right before you popped on, of Metro Boomin and Future performing over here, having a good old time. Collected their bag, went home safely, no problem. And they performed like that.
Was it the same venue?
Nah, because the thing is with those guys, they're a way bigger act. So they're going to perform in
whatever
stadium, the arena. You know what I'm saying?
And I think once it gets to like that stadium level, you can't really play them type of games. There's too much invested in there and stuff like that too. So But yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, 100%. Like niggas for sure think like, oh damn.
that's crazy. And that don't make anything better.
I mean,
You
look, like I said, if it gets to like shit like that, then it's like, okay, that shit go both ways. You know what I'm
know?
saying?
Hmm.
It goes both ways, and not necessarily like maybe not an arena, but you know, niggas like to come to our nightclubs. You feel me? Niggas like to party, have a good time, not fuck with the bitches, do all type of shit like that. It's the same exact shit. Like nobody should be playing with nobody money, any type of capacity and shit too. And
That's a
then
fact.
you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of people in Toronto that fuck with Q's music and shit like that. The fans is getting robbed of, you know, people coming out there of artists and shit like that too. So
Yeah,
like, it should never get to that level where people are playing with each other's money and shit. I
that's a
don't
fact.
agree with that under no concept.
No, that's a fact. And with one thing that just popped into my mind. You see anybody wearing no OVO gear over there
No.
at all? Like before
Mhm.
the battle, did you see any? And post battle now, do you see any at all?
The thing is that, you know, prior to this, Drake didn't have like Blue Bucks playing, you know what I'm saying? Like wear the OVO merch, and that shit was dope. Like Draco as well too, rest in peace. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Fucking with niggas out here and shit too. So yeah, I seen it on them for sure, for sure.
Yeah, but now you don't see none.
No.
Damn. We got to start bringing the shit back together. Those two could have whatever beef they want. You know what I'm saying? But you know how Biggie and Pocket became an East versus West Coast type shit?
Yes.
That's what I don't want to see.
I don't think it'll ever get to like that. Like I said, it's just a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of people that's affiliate with, and then there goes the chatter, and then people take that as law for everybody. You get what I'm saying?
Mm,
Ain't nobody been physically harmed over this rap beef. Nobody
yeah, yeah, yeah,
on either side.
yeah. Now that
So
whole
as long as it's there, it's there.
let me show you something over here on my screen. I'm gonna pull up my Instagram here quick fast. Um because there was a post that's been going a little viral via Keep Six Solid. And let's go up on Keep Six Solid's page with yourself and the boy Adin Ross.
Oh yeah.
Adin Ross, let me give you a tip. Security get popped every day, B.
So come do it. Go to jail for the rest of your life. It's so worth it, bro. Your shitty
Whoa.
life. Come on, let's try it. Let's make some magic happen. Come on, try it. At least you'll go to jail for what, minimum 5 years in LA? What is it? I got the best lawyers of all time, baby. Let's do it. And I'm gonna low-key sue you for that. You want to? I can't wait. Yo, let me get that clip again. Put that on my phone right now. Send that right to my lawyer. I promise you, I'm serving you ASAP. Don't ever threaten my life again, you big bitch. Go start a family. This podcast shit's not for you. I'm not a gangster. I'm not about that life at all. That's why I said security's gonna do what they're gonna do. But now I'm going straight to my lawyers. Sneeko, should he be scared?
Man, he's got the good lawyers.
Did it. Yo.
Oh man.
Oh, I feel like we're living in a simulation, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was so shocked, like initially seeing that, because I literally was trying to give him some real advice.
What happened there, man?
No, so you know, he basically said that like he was gonna have he said he's gonna smack, and then he said gonna have a security guard smack. And I was like,
Mm,
look, let me give you a tip. Security guards get popped every day, be like from the movie, you feel me? And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
and that was really like trying to give him some advice where it's like, you know, if niggas out here be shooting at police.
Oh shit. We lost him for a second. What happened? Yo, Illinois, I'm gonna bring you up. I'm gonna bring you on in a minute. Pop back in.
There you go, my bad. You know what I'm saying is if niggas out here shoot at police, like what's the security guard? You feel me?
Yeah.
That's where I was just like, hey, check it out. Like, you can't send a security guard to go try to harm a street nigga. Or, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, niggas don't care about that. And that was taken as a threat, I guess. But like I said, he didn't know who I was, who I knew, or in the context of things.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I know the nigga manager. Like it's another clip. I don't know if you've seen it, but his manager was like, "Hey, that's my friend." And he's like, "You know that guy?" He's like, "Yeah." So yeah, I mean, between the stream, it's already been calls behind the scenes and shit like that.
Well, you were hollering at him to give him advice about the stream that just happened the day before?
No, I was calling to give him advice that if you think that a security guard, you know what I'm saying, is gonna come to LA and try to harm somebody, street niggas don't give a fuck about security guards.
Yeah, yeah.
They get hit up all the time.
And you and Adin have a good relationship outside of that?
I never met him. He's probably like put me on his stream on accident a couple of times. He probably didn't know, like, put two and two together that it's me in there. You know what I'm saying?
So is it no fly zone for him?
Man, listen, his manager is my guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tav, man. That's my guy. Like, I ain't even look at that situation like that's like any fucking nigga. That shit is funny to me. I was like, God damn, nigga went full Karen mode on me. Like,
I'm gonna call my lawyer.
I was like, God damn.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna call my lawyer.
I'm like, you would think I said I'm gonna kill this nigga. Like, God damn.
But do you see the title on the screen right here? Adin responds to being banned from LA. So we can confirm here with you, AD, that y'all spoke behind the scenes and he ain't banned.
No, I didn't speak to nobody behind the scenes yet. I said some calls are being made, and we have yet to discuss some shit like that. We gotta holler at each other. You can't call me no fucking bitch or nothing like that, nigga. That shit ain't cool.
No. He called you a big bitch, bro.
That's even worse. You talking about my weight.
You gotta slap him for that one, bro.
You talking about my weight now. You feel me? Like,
I'm playing. I'm not trying to incite nothing, man. God damn. Yo, DJ Illinois, I'm gonna bring you back in after the conversation here. AD's having some problem with his I don't know what, the internet or the screen. We'll see if we can get him back in here. And while we're waiting for him to come back in, let's see what else Adin got going on here.
LA. I'm not banned from LA, bro.
Shit. Is he gone? Oh shit. We'll wait for him to pop back in.
I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to LA. Nobody's gonna do shit to me. I promise you, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, you think I'm scared of LA? What? I lived in LA for years and years and years. I'm not banned from LA. Fuck that old ass motherfucker on that podcast, bro. I'll smack the shit out of you. Well, not me.
Oh, I'm gonna have to rewind this,
you see
bro.
Me now?
Yeah, I forgot about this part. I'm gonna have to rewind this part right here.
Yeah, so that's where that came from. Leave my phone, do not disturb. That's why I keep getting phone calls. Hold on. How the fuck you do this shit? Oh, there we go. All right, we should be good now.
Adin put on the big boy pants for this one right here. Listen.
So that's so that happened after. What I said was after seeing this. The security talking shit.
But I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you. Not me. I don't, but I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you and beat your ass. It's that simple, bro.
I love all the Crips and Bloods in LA. Everybody.
What's Nico copping the police? Nico's moving the hell out of there right there. I don't got nothing to do with that. Oh man. So I guess Adin's from there. Don't he live there? We lost him.
Kendrick people have no beef. Good Kid, Mad City was a decent album.
Decent.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Whatever, bro. Look, you guys know how I feel about the music shit. Whatever. If an old head is really that mad because I'm choosing sides, whatever, bro. You're like 50 years old. I don't know. Go start a family. Go do some shit. Go play poker or chess. You're old. All right, get off the internet shit. It's not for you, buddy.
This nigga's talking sick.
All these phone calls, man.
You would think that this guy has a Mac 10 in his backpack or something, bro. He's talking crazy.
Hey, man, this shit is hilarious.
Wow, man. I actually never seen Adin, this side of Adin right here. You feeling this right here, bro?
Bro, that shit is funny, bro. Nigga don't take, listen, a nigga like me don't take none of that shit serious, man.
Yeah, you've developed a thick skin for this shit, for this content shit, right?
Oh, trust me, I had to learn. I had a lot of bumps in the road of emotionally figuring this shit out. You get what I'm saying? Especially too when it's like you know, when you nigga, I thought I was watching my words. And nigga took that shit the wrong way. That's the funniest part about the whole situation to me.
Yeah.
I was really trying to get that nigga some advice. Like, hey, check it out, bro. Security don't mean shit out here. And it ain't just Los Angeles, nigga. That's anywhere.
That's a fact. We were talking about a story earlier yesterday on the live about Drama allegedly having to pay 60 racks to come back over here.
Damn.
You know anything about that?
I ain't never heard that one.
Because you heard about the first time he came out here, or one of the times he came out here.
Drama's my guy too. I ain't heard about that one. You know what I'm saying?
You know what happened to him when he came out here, right?
Nah, what happened?
Hold on, let me pull up my Instagram page. That's where I have the it's one of my pins.
This what you fucking get for not checking in. Shout out boy Drizzy, eh? Triple G's, you know how we rock, slap, brat, brat.
Oh, so he was slipping.
Yeah, he got a Hennessy bottle. It's crashed on his head. Apparently, he was bloodied up, and he got his chain taken. Oh, man. He's getting hella phone calls. Hold on. We're going to get him back. Let's give it a second, chat. We'll see if we can get AD back in there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, no, we lost him. Lost him. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm trying to make sure what do we call this? International relations, or I don't know the correct terms. I'm not in politics and shit like that.
All right, my bad. Yeah, I'm like, I thought I put my phone do not disturb. People still getting through.
Hey, man, you're an important guy, bro.
God.
Well, I was telling the chat here, I'm trying to do some international relations here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure everything's crisp for everybody on both sides. You know what I'm saying? People coming over here. There's a lot of artists besides Top 5 that are coming out of this Toronto music scene.
I never been to Toronto.
We have one of the most budding music scenes with so many sick artists that are not on the gangster shit and niggas on the gangster shit. There's niggas who I want to be able to see them move around all over America and all over the world without no problems because of a stupid rap beef. That's what's important to me.
Who's some of the niggas, like, you know what I'm saying, that we should be listening to?
I would advise listen to Toby. Toby actually has a song with the game from back in the days.
Okay, I know. I heard of him before for sure.
Right? Sick.
Where that nigga J Hus from?
J Hus?
Where he from?
Is J Hus? I feel like I'm not up on J Hus.
Okay, yeah. I heard some shit. I thought he was from out there, but I like his shit. All right, who else?
There's Toby. There's Havaya Mighty, for the ladies. Right? There's another lady named Double M or DVBLM. Sick with the raps. Right? There's obviously Pressa. There's so many people out here who are doing their thing. I do promos for people and I interview mad niggas on the platform.
Pressa be out here.
Right?
I hollered at him before. He be out here.
With no problems.
He a cool nigga.
But this is pre-beef.
Yeah, listen, 100%, nigga. Like I said before, everybody got to rock with who they supposed to rock with. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, to me, I mean, for the most people tired of this shit anyway now.
Facts.
They over.
Facts. Okay, so let me ask you one last thing, because I know it's 3 hours behind over there, so you probably got a busy evening. One more battle that I want to know if there's going to be a round 2 of.
Okay.
Are we going to get a round 2 of you and T-Rel Teen Swipe Part 2?
Nah, we ain't doing that, man. Hey, that that was just some strategic thinking. You feel me?
Did you guys have that written ahead of time so that it could drop on the same day, Kendrick, a la Kendrick style?
Nah, so I mean, I kind of caught wind. You feel me? Somebody told me like, "Hey, he about to dish you," or whatever, and I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Okay, let's make this shit fun then." So I told T Real, I think it was that Monday. That Monday, I found out. I said, "Come to the crib. We're gonna record this shit real quick, knock it out." We did that shit in like maybe like an hour, hour and a half. Had a cameraman, nigga, went to shoot the video. Had the video in the morning, and as soon as we seen the cipher, it was like wait, like I think like an hour. Drop that motherfucker. Feel me?
Publish.
K dot style. K dot style. Straight up.
I love it. I love it. That right there was enjoyable content right there. It's great shit to react to.
Yeah. Hey, but like I said, not being emotionally bothered by any of this shit anymore. It's all internet. You
Yeah.
feel me?
No, that's facts, man. And you guys have been doing your thing over there at community. And I love the way that you guys form like Voltron. Y'all got your separate channels and then form like Voltron to come together and then give opinions. It's a beautiful movement, brother.
Man, bro, we young, you know what I'm saying, black and brown people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, putting our heads together and making this shit shake. And ain't nobody doing that out here on the West Coast at least. So you feel me?
Yeah.
We also got a responsibility being inspiration for the people that's coming up under us too. Let these niggas know, even though you know what I'm saying, you could be from the streets, you could do that, but you can also switch it up and do some other shit as well too, like we doing. So
Yeah.
yeah, we taking this shit very, very personal and making shit shake.
I could relate as somebody who's gone through the system and dealt with my share of drama back in the days. The perspective that we're going to be able to give when it comes to our opinions on shit or interviewing people, especially when it comes to the gritty part of this hip hop shit, is valuable because of the experiences that we've had, bro.
Straight up. And then too, bro, like I said, it's a learning process, bro. Like when I first started doing any of this podcast streaming type shit, I had my same like ignorant mentality. You feel me? Like just the response is the responses of how I would say things and how I would, you know, handle things. I'm like, damn, that shit don't fly around the whole world. So I was so used to being, you know, in my Compton bubble, my LA bubble. And
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like nigga, the shit that I'm saying wasn't cool and it's not going to translate to better business. And you know what I mean? We, you know, these sponsors and everything that, you know what I'm saying, trying to take it up some more notches is going to take real leadership to get that motherfucker a certain way. And then somebody got to be that person that says, you know what, I'm going to be on the forefront of this. I'm going to make it look good. I ain't going to make it look ignorant and let them, you know what I'm saying, put that stigma on me. You're already going to put the stigma on me.
Yeah.
You feel me, where I'm from and you know the flag that a nigga wear and all that shit too. But also I just, you know, showing people that nigga, black and brown people, nigga, we can get along, my nigga, and we ain't gotta beef with each other. We can make money with each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
take care of our families and extend that to other homies and make shit shake. You feel me?
And you can still represent your neighborhood because look at Snoop Dogg. He's the most famous motherfucker from a neighborhood in the world, bro.
Yeah.
And he's still repping and he's still repping his flags.
Man, Snoop is probably one of the most famous people in the world.
Yes, most recognizable. Like somebody in everybody anywhere, Sweden,
Bro.
Africa, they're like, yo, that's Snoop.
Blue bandana at the Super Bowl, crib walking. Come on, bro. Corporate, Olympics.
Yeah, yeah. There's no limitations except for ourselves, B.
100%. And you know, you gotta take everything that you do serious and watch your words and watch what you say too, because nigga, this shit it'll never leave the internet. It'll never leave the internet. And I know, like, you know, my daughter be watching this shit now.
Yeah.
And her friends and you know what I'm saying, the people she knows, you know what I'm saying, she asks questions, nigga. My mom look at shit like that too. So they at the same time just trying to be a keep it real, but be a good representation. You feel me?
You can't crash out, man. That's why I always see, anytime I see crash out content on your channel, you always seem to be the one who's not crashing out.
Somebody
Like,
gotta keep
calm
it all
down.
together. Somebody gotta keep it all together. They call me Reverend AD when I do that.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's
But like,
sorry, go.
No, I'm saying, but it's a funny nickname my homies from my neighborhood gave me. They call me Obama though. They're like, nigga, you the diplomat, nigga. You feel me? You the one that's gonna lead us to greatness and shit like that. And I've taken that role. You know what I'm saying? With all my niggas, I'm gonna make sure that we good. I'm gonna connect the dots. I'm gonna try to take us to the promised land as best as possible.
Nah, bro, I mess with it and I mess with the movement, man. What y'all got coming up like for the end of the year? Because we're in the
Man,
last
bro,
quarter, man.
we got a lot of shout out to all our, we got fair to say right now. Shout out to all our homies too, because it's not just us, you know, it's community, it's Ace Boys, it's the Fair to Say cast, it's the Apollo, it's a whole bunch of us, bro, and we just trying to make, you know what I'm saying, more new content, more new shows, staying more consistent when it come down to that. I'm gonna be releasing a lot of music again. And bro,
Okay.
yeah, bro, getting into everything, man. Just taking this shit day by day and making shit shake, bro. That's it.
Dope. Yo, listen, AD, man, I really appreciate you popping onto the chat here and giving some insight on this whole thing, man. I feel like you already knew and you already had that sentiment that like there's no Toronto LA issue. But I feel like just having this conversation publicly will help bring that point home for the people who may not know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm being the diplomat, man. This young
Same here,
Obama right
man.
here. Come on, you feel me? Nah, DM me and shit too, though, bro. Whenever you need me, you know what I'm saying, to pop up on some shit. Hey, you can hit me up, bro. You need a West Coast opinion, I'm right here.
Okay, and eventually I want to get you on a pre-recorded full AD interview. Actually, quick
Done
thing,
deal.
I was supposed to remember a few months ago. I was like, I'm gonna come out there. We're gonna link up.
You did hit me up,
bro. They stopped me at customs. Yeah, bro. I had an old case. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, yo, nah, bro, go clean that up, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm cleaning it up as we speak, but I will be over there before like early 2025.
Easy call. You come down here, bro. We can knock shit out.
Dope. Yo, thank you, brother. You know
Anytime,
what I'm saying?
bro.
I'll let you continue your evening.
My God, you already know.
Salute to AD, man. Yeah, man. 1 second.
You already knew.
DJ Illinois.
Wagwan,
brother.
Nothing. What you saying?
Just here, man. Just finished up a dope convo here with Compton AD. Trying to clean up some things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You have to clear up the sticky. Because I got sticky there for a minute.
Yeah. It was getting kind of murky, bro. I didn't want to have a bad relationship as far as just not just for us, for all of us. Anybody from Toronto when it comes to moving around in the West Coast, bro.
I hear you though. Hold up. Let's put on a hoodie. But yeah, I don't think it's like. And when this all happened, remember I told you it was gonna get sticky because I know the mentality of Americans, right? Because like I told you before. Well, I don't know if I told you before, but I always go across the border, right?
Yeah.
Because I have family in the States and stuff. But I know how Americans roll still, so they're not gonna take it like they're gonna like even the bloggers gonna report on it, whatnot. Some of these guys will like have reaches and stuff on it because I watched a bunch of reaches today, like. And they're all bringing up like all these old videos and stuff like that, but they don't know what the backstory behind all of that is. They're just making allegations now, you know what I mean? So it's like they're putting together stories to make him look like a bad person. In reality, he's doing it for clout. He went in when 6ix9ine was doing the foolishness that he was doing, right? So when he came out, he probably figured he could do the same thing, but times have changed in the last 2-3 years. That top 5 went in and just got out. Like he's 3 years, like, you know. But
yeah, but obviously not completely, because times have changed, but traction is traction.
Yeah.
And to be honest, this has created the most traction in the city in a long time. So a lot 100%. Of people can act like they don't want any of the F shit, but when it's here, they're like reveling in it. You know what I'm saying?
And I get that, right? And he I get why he did it. He wanted to because he remember he even said the scene was buzzed, or the buzz for this city was kind of, you know, it was dead, and he just brought it back up 150%.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, some people are taking it serious, some people aren't, right? But when it comes down to artists traveling across the border, everybody's safe, bro. Even when they come down here, you're not like, Like it's not a serious thing, and and it's only gonna be between the people that he took shots at and him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's gonna get to that, and it's not gonna be like they're gonna come down here looking for him. They're obviously not gonna come from the States, come down here looking for him, but they also have people from all over the States that have people, they have connections down here and stuff like that too. Same way Top 5 probably has connection in LA with like Pressa and them guys, right? So
Oh, for sure.
it's just being careful what you say on the internet, and because certain people take it a ways, some people won't. Like look what happened with Drake when the embassy got shot up. Like them kind of things, you know what I mean? It's you have people out there that are right for people. You have people that are just like, all right, like AD said, like they're not even tripping over it. But if it comes to that, then it comes to that. So now,
well, the Smacc was bent out of shape in that video, bro.
yeah, because I think one of his brothers, I think his brother, he's related to them somehow or something like that.
AD was just telling us that Schoolboy Q is Smack's brother.
Yes. So that's why he took it to heart. He's like, I was in that video too. So if you got smoke, bring it. Like he's like, there's people out here that they're just on that time period, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we don't even from a Toronto perspective, we don't know who's connected down there if it's not publicitized, right? Because even I started getting into my YouTube on my traction. I started checking out some YouTube bloggers from LA and stuff like that, because like really and truly nobody really looks on the podcasters down there to see what's going on, and it's been said before, right? So like it's just, I don't know, at the end of the day it's not that serious to a lot of people, but just depends. Like if he goes down there, he has to watch himself still, because certain man will say, yeah, you're that dude that was talking, you know what I mean, and people will run up on him. So
yeah, but him specifically,
yes,
not our whole city.
Not like if me or you went down there, we're good.
Wearing a Blue Jays jersey, you know what I mean, or put on the whole Raptors fit. You know what I'm saying? Should be comfy. Wear OVO hoodie with the cap to match. Should be comfy. Should be no problems.
No, the only way they'll give you problems, like they'll be on alert, right? Like if say if me and you went up there right now and this is going on, they'll be like, oh, you guys were we're repping like the OVO sweat, like the merch and whatnot.
They'll hear it in our accents, bro.
They'll just be like, oh, you guys from Toronto? Like, yeah, we from Toronto. Now, depending on how we deal with them and how we interact with them, if we rub them the wrong way, they're gonna backdoor us. But for the most part, they're just gonna be like, all right, you guys are cool people, you know what I mean? Because even when I went to Miami, I'll give you a story. I won a DJ battle in for Import Fest like 5 years ago, and one of them was a trip to Miami. So we went from down here to the airport. We took a bus. Me and my son. I took my son with me. We went down there. We took a bus from the airport to the Florida Key or to Miami Keys. But we had to wait. We had to go through Dade County, and we're rocking Toronto Raptors jerseys. And the guy's like, oh, so some guy with an ankle bracelet came up to me. He's like, yo, man, you got a cigarette? I said, yeah. He's like, so I gave him a cigarette. He's like, oh, you from Toronto? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, man. Yo, down here, there's certain places. I go, is Dade County as bad as it looks on the first 48? He's like, nah, man. There's only certain places you can go. There's certain spots you can go in the hood, but there's certain spots you can't go, because if they don't know you, they're gonna backdoor you.
Right.
But for the most part, they're just cool. They're like, oh, you seem like cool people, and then they always talk about the accent. It's always the accent.
They hate that shit.
They don't hate it. They think it's different.
That's not what the comments be telling me. When I read some of these YouTube comments, they're like, yo, the accent is cringe.
It will depend on if you're talking like, yo, the man them, you know what I mean? Or, oh, yo, yeah, like if you're using the slang, yeah, they're gonna be like, boom, you know what I mean? They're gonna look at you funny. But like even when I went to Jersey Shore, like I went to the Shore House to go look at it, because my cousin lives in New Jersey. So we went down there. I went to I went to the Shore. The parking attendant's like, yo, where you from? Toronto? Because she seen the Ontario place. She's like, where you from? I go, Canada. She's like, oh, what you doing down here? She's visiting my cousin. And she's like, oh, she's like, yo, there's something about you. She's like, yo, you have an accent. Everybody says it to me when I go down there. Yo, your accent's different. You have a different accent, but it's not bad. It's not like me talking to, yo, the man them are down here from Toronto. Like, yo, yeah. Like, it's like I'm just talking like this. But I think because I go to the States so much, I kind of have the American accent. but it's mixed with the Toronto, like the English, the proper English. You know what I mean? So it's like they're like, oh, it's different. Oh, you have an accent, and then people down here be like, yo, you from the States? I'm like, nah, man. So it's, but overall, everybody's safe to fly where they want to fly. It's just don't go on don't go nowhere with your foolishness.
Don't go on sick when you get to these
yeah,
places.
bro. Because like that's what happened with Ross. Ross thought he was feisty and could play not like us at the wrong time and then get feisty with it. That's why he got boxed up.
That's why
by Mercules
in
them one day. You know what I mean? Mercules them box him up. Say, yo, you can't be dissing people down here.
Mercules his homies because Mercules put on the hoodie and he was like, I'm out of this. So, I mean, let me see my way out of this A and B conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But now you got guys like Adin Ross that travel a lot. That's a problem. Because if you're traveling a lot, you're talking big talks about certain people. Certain people see when you go to certain cities now, and one person specifically sees you, and you're not a fighter or you're not gangster like that. It's a problem because now you're putting your security in danger of, like, you know what I mean? And then say your security gets shot or boomed or what? Yeah, I'll use the American word. Say they get boomed. See?
Boomed.
Soon they get boomed now. Then what? You're gonna run down the street? These guys are gonna catch you down the street. I'll make a call. Say, oh, if you see this guy run down the street, hit him up. You know what I mean? Like,
they'll have him doing push-ups in the hood like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, bro. Remember when Neon used to remember that blogger Neon used to get slapped up enough times, bro. And he's from down here too.
Is he from here?
Yeah, he's from Canada originally, bro. I think Mississauga.
I really hope not, man.
And he went down there and he's talking sick, so the man and slap him up. Enough times that guy got slapped up.
You see, the thing is with Adin Ross is he came down here with a kind of a yellow no-fly zone. It wasn't red. It was yellow.
Yeah, it was yellow because he was talking about
Robin Banks.
Robin Banks, yeah. So everybody didn't take that lightly down here. So
he cleaned that up.
Yeah, that's the only reason everybody gave him a pass. But now
no. They didn't give him a pass. Because when he tried to clean it up with me, to demand them, it wasn't good enough.
Okay.
Right? So that was never cleared up. And he came down here anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Because to be honest, with all due respect to the man, he's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like unless like they're able to find out exactly where he is at all times, like they're not touching him. And they're gonna want to get on his stream anyway because the man them ride dick.
Right.
However, Top 5 checked them the other day on that live and said, yo, what about that thing about Robin Banks? And then he cleaned it up there.
Yeah, he sorted it out. So, but now he's down here beefing with people on the other side of the border, which is ridiculous.
That's on him. You know what I'm saying? He can't blame Top 5. He can't blame Drake. Nothing. We had AD, aka Compton AD, on the line just now, and he said he was just trying to holler at this nigga to give him advice, and he crashed out.
Yeah, he took it the wrong way because he's and with him. It's like a money thing. I got more money than you. I can get the best lawyers. Like, who cares if you have more money than a man? It doesn't. Who is it? Tupac said it best. He's like, yo, anybody that can be touched can be killed. Or if you can be touched, you can be killed. You know what I mean? So it don't matter who you are. You know what I mean? So some of these people feel they're invincible because they have so much money and they can buy so much security. But security can only do so much. And then you have security. Some of these guys that are security, they're just big and whatless for no reason. You know what I mean? So when things go down now and a man starts swinging on them, they're running.
Yeah.
Who was it? I was watching Axe live yesterday, and a Valley, I think it was the Valley guy. It was Quavo and a Valley guy, and Quavo, I guess he bitch slapped the man, bro, and the Valley man started swinging. So now, like I said, say that man was like connected, and beat up the security guard and them thing. Then all
now Quavo's out there with nobody standing out there naked.
Bro, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about how you present yourself, how you rub people when you go to these places. 100%. Because I always go to the States. People telling me certain parts in New Jersey, New York not to go to. I go to it with my cousin. I just flex how I flex up here. You know what I mean? And if you flex safe up here, you flex the same way anywhere else you go. You're good to go, bro.
Yeah, and to be honest,
you just got to be careful what you're doing, though, because some of these guys will friend you up, and then when time comes, try and backdoor you, dependent on how they are, right?
That's facts. And to be honest, I'm not trying to go to on a vacation to go to no nigga's hood.
Yeah.
Pause. I'm trying to go on vacation and go to the nice places in that area or that city or that country that I go to.
And
what the hell am I doing? Like going to the most grimiest? Like, what am I, Ross Kemp?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to go
like,
explore
nah,
you want to go explore the city.
Yeah, show me some nice places, some monuments and shit like that. If we have to pass by a hood, fine. But like, you know, if you want to take me to a place to get some good food and it happens to be the hood, cool. But I'm not trying to be like, yo, this is the craziest hood. Let's go stand out on the block. This is where a nigga got shot. Like, nigga, why are you bringing me here for then? Why here for? You want me to get shot too?
But know what I rate though. I rate that man them aren't going as crazy as these girls. Like I've been watching this show. They've been talking about it for a while. Axe been talking about it for a while. That show Baddies. I'm surprised mans them aren't carrying on like that. These girls, like every episode is four fights an episode, guy.
Well, the difference with it when it comes to men and women,
yeah,
is that women can throw hands at each other and it's not as detrimental, even though it is messed up.
Yeah.
When men get to a level of violence, it can go all the way left.
All the way left.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody can get seriously hurt, injured, something like that. So it's not as often that you see men or reality TV with men where we all start just swinging on each other. Yeah. Or there'd be bare broken noses and jaws and all type of thing, bro.
Bloody noses and them thing there, yeah.
Yeah, somebody coming back to come spin the block because man embarrassed them and all type of thing. You know what I mean? Gal can pull each other. I'm not trying to stereotype the gal them or generalize them, but like they can pull each other's hair, you know, get a few slaps in and wait, and still be like, bitch. And then it's done. It's done, but they're not like, yo, when I see you though, on TV, it's not like that. In real life, sometimes them bitches be spinning.
Yeah, some of them.
You know what I'm saying? They go slap up a gal.
But in reality, in real life time, it's not like that. Like, I'm glad man them calm down a little bit after fighting thing. I guess they're growing up now and they're seeing that it's not really that type of thing anymore. But you have your crash out still, but it's not as crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for that because people need to just like, you know, if we were all, especially in Toronto, the Toronto rap scene, there's, like you said, there's a lot of artists. Like right now, 333 Zilla's in Calgary, I think it is, performing in a thing. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of things these guys should be on, bro. Like just traveling and doing their thing. But you have these like I remember who was it? Honcho Hoodlum. Like I listen to that guy I have him in my playlist. I don't know what he's doing. And he's a good rapper.
Yeah.
He should be touring and stuff. You know what I mean? Who else?
Hold on. I don't mean to cut you because I don't want to get into a whole Toronto conversation. I'm gonna let you go though, because I got some more shit I got to cook up over here as far as like some more news stories. Okay. But what do you got? Do you have anything that you need to plug right now? Anything's coming up?
Right now, I'm trying to work on a couple mixtapes, but
And you say you got the YouTube channel. You're working on the channel.
Yeah. I told you, I'm trying to work on something on a channel still. I have a concept and all that. I'll tell you off the record though, and let me know what you think.
Yes, please.
But, yeah, I'm trying to start that up. Just setting up the OBS studio, trying to get everything set up and get used to it and stuff. Learning, you know, every day.
Yeah.
But, I'm gonna be more. I'm still doing parties here and there, more corporate things, but I'm trying to focus more on mixtapes and a pod and a YouTube channel now. I'm older head now, and I'm following following all this stuff. I got knowledge just like you guys, right? And I have input just like you guys. So why not use it? Why not put it to work, right?
Yeah. Build up the channel, bro. There's money to be made.
Yeah, man. All right.
We'll tap in soon.
Yeah, man. Good to talk to you again, bro.
All right, DJ Illinois.
Don't know,
brother. DJ Illinois in the building. Yeah, man. Like he said, start making some content, man. I'm out here. I'm cooking, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be here for a little minute, and I was thinking to myself early, like, yo, I used to be a rapper, and I wasn't making no bread at all. Sometimes paying to do shows, you pay that $250 to get like a few tickets. You know, the promoter's like, yeah, here's $250, and I'll give you 10 tickets, and you can sell them at $35 a piece, and just give me back $250. Yo, down to earth, you know not about that hustle. You know who brings that hustle on crazy. You know what I'm talking about. He's paying to do the show. I end up giving out all my tickets. I ain't even sell one of them. I just give them to my homies. They don't even show up. And then I go do the show. So that basically I pay $250 to get on stage. Mod thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be a podcaster. I'm gonna do some live streams. Fuck that rap shit. Anywho, continuing on here. I got my Instagram open. So one of the things that was going on earlier in this stream, or one of the things that happened in the stream, and quick fast, just for y'all information, FYI, the stream actually has been taken down. Okay, as far as the whole Adin Ross, Academics, and Top 5 stream, he put it up on his YouTube channel, he being Adin Ross, but on his Kick channel or whatever you call it, I went looking through there. He has everything posted except for that. I was like, things that make you go, But he did have it up on his YouTube channel, or other people have reposted it. And there was a part of it where Top 5 was talking about a few rappers. One namely being K Money. Let's see if we could find that part. Here we go.
You cannot get a break of the snap.
Oh my God, that guy's too
Deceased.
Music.
History. I want to bring up his name. He's a confidential.
Okay, right here. Right here.
Menace Gang for life. What's good, guys?
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Listen, I'm from Europe. I'm from Bosnia. I've been listening to you
Bosnia. Yo, DJ Czar, he's from Bosnia. He's not from Turkey, if you're listening.
for 10 years, bro. You, Casper, TNG, K Money, rest in peace, Houdini.
Right. K Money snitched. We're not going to bring up his name. He's a confidential.
He snitched. Yeah, I know.
Stop. Don't even say the name again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What you in the UK, homeboy?
Yeah. Big rest in peace, Houdini. You know what I'm saying? Like smoking on JJ, smoking on Smoke Dog, smoking on Flagga. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, enough. Get off of his nuts, bro. Jesus Christ. Leave room for his boxers, bro. Freaking Glazer. Anyhow, that happened, and it caused a reaction. K Money, who's been doing this thing for a while, big salute to K Money. He came home earlier this year to a very, very warm welcome. His music video, Come Outside, started getting even more views than before. So K Money's definitely been doing his thing. And then out of the blue, some paperwork dropped. It was some paperwork from inside of the jail. I'm not going to pull up the paperwork again. We're not doing that. And they were saying in the paperwork that it was K Money talking about different gang members or different artists and stuff like that that were inside of the jail that he didn't want to be put on the same range as, and the reasons why that they have gang activity, like the details of their gang activity, if you want to get a little bit more specific. However, there was a lot of speculation about whether this was a real thing or whether it was fake paperwork. And K Money wasn't really saying anything. He wasn't really speaking out about it. The most he might have said at the time is that shit's fake. And he left it there. He was supposed to drop a song with 6 Buzz called Everybody's Talking, if I'm not mistaken. Never dropped. So for the most part, K Money's been silent until now.
We're actually real. You're just trying to. This nigga is a drama queen. You're just causing mix up with bitches and do sucky.
Just to give some context to what he's talking about, we're screens flipping today. We're gonna break it all the way down, all the way down.
JJ, Yo, listen. Beginning, bro, with freeze.
So describe them. Next name.
Okay, Pressa.
Savage.
Yeah, he's a savage. He's a savage. JJ.
Deceased.
Okay, let's go. Houdini, the goat.
This is him right here. Smoke.
I know. What's good, homie? Yo, YG. Remember, you cannot.
You
Bro,
know
he's a bitch.
I seen him on the floor with his brain. It was cooking.
Street.
I respect every block in Toronto. Not those two.
Bro, never mind. Okay, one more question, Top G.
Yo, you're a boy then.
He's not even calling him top 5. He's calling him top G. Like you don't even like the guy's music like that, bro. You're just clout chasing.
Why you keep telling me question after questions? Don't you think I was interrogated enough?
Because you're a goat. I put you heavy, bro. I put YG, Auntie, YG.
Game money's back.
Look,
Here we go.
Is that Casper? That's K Money?
Yeah, girl.
Oh, hell no. Yo, but YG, respectfully, Houdini had best verse on your song, Auntie, bro. Respectfully. That was crazy verse. He spit that shit so hard. Houdini, rest in peace, the GOAT. The GOAT.
Love. Yo, can I ask you a question? Would you die for me?
Yeah, realistically, yeah.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, man. You're a man. Listen, if you swing that way, like it's okay. But I don't think you do. But you're acting like a bitch. The nigga's just a rapper, bro. Like, calm down. I think I would. Run it back.
Auntie, bro. Respectfully. That was crazy verse. He spit that shit so hard. Houdini, rest in peace, the GOAT. The GOAT.
Love. Yo, can I ask you a question? Would you die for me?
Listen.
Yeah, realistically, yeah.
You got dick on your breath.
No.
Anyhow. So that caused K Money to give the reaction that he gave. Oh man, I feel like I'm living in a simulation. I swear to God. Let's like
one of the biggest hip hop platforms in the world. And before even fixing his tooth, they're talking my name out of your protective custody ass mouth. Talking about some fake snitch shit. Like, nigga, not one person in the world could ever say, K-Money ratted and got me arrested, yo, K-Money got me charged. Not one person can ever say, yo, K-Money pled out on me. He was my co-accused and he pled. Not one person can ever say, K-Money testified against me. K-Money came to court and testified. No cops could ever say K-Money ever gave them information. If that was the case, it would be on canlee.org with all the rest of the official court documents.
Canlee.org. Salute to canlee.org. He ain't wrong about that still. When it comes to all that paperwork stuff that everybody was like, yo, K Money, he a big old rat now, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I didn't really see the shit on Canlee. Right? So, and I'm not saying that it has to be on Canlee, but most of the paperwork that we see when we're looking up shit, it usually be on Canlee. Not gonna lie. We could take a look right now. Okay. Since we got to do things proper, like we can't do things sloppy. Let's go into this. Hold on, there's a better view. Okay. So we were speculating when this first came out whether it was real or fake. I don't see the Canlee stamp on this. And there wasn't like a link. Obviously, from what the story was, that this was taken off of somebody's computer screen. But yeah, as far as the whole Canlee thing, he right about that. Okay. Just to give you guys some transparency, some clarity as far as what he's talking about. You'll usually see Canlee at the top or at the bottom, like a header or whatever you call that shit. And yeah, that wasn't there.
or it would be in someone's paperwork. Somebody would have had it. I just did 7 years in general population fucking penitentiary. If the paperwork is real, why didn't it come out during the paperwork parties, you fucking goofies? Anybody that knows GP knows paperwork. You're on Adin Ross and fucking academic stream talking about gay shit. Nigga, you were just in PC. Address who's in PC. All the street niggas know who's in PC.
People are standing on that PC shit. That's the one thing that, like, for when Top 5 be getting at, you know, his quote unquote ops, that they're like, well, you at least we wasn't in PC. Niggas is standing 10, I don't want to say 10 toes because that's a whole other thing over here, but they're standing in it. They're standing on that business. Let's say that. All right.
Fucking faggots, the rapists, and the
yo, Jesus Christ.
That's why no one wants to go to PC. And that's why King Von told
you gonna make me have to come cut that part out of the video, broski.
CEOs, yo, I'm gay. Bring me to PC. He's not actually gonna go to PC, but he just finessed. If I say I'm gay, they're gonna say, okay, we're bringing you straight to PC. Then he's gonna finesse. But this nigga went to PC and got his fucking dick knocked his tooth out. Nigga, your mom said you fucking remind her of Diddy. P. Diddy. And there's no baby oil on Canteen, so you were getting it rough when you were.
Oh, that's crazy.
Getting fucking raped for your phone time. That's why you checked into PC. I mean, that's why you checked into segregation and started just shooting videos in segregation and using the phone by yourself. And then you stayed there for 2 years because you're like, oh shit, it's comfy living by myself. And that's why you're acting so fucking mad. 2 years in the hole is gonna make somebody act fucking crazy. The man's there capping on pussy. Bitches are calling the stream. Why are you capping on my pussy? Like, do you really think those jerk off sessions in jail were actually real? You're just trying to.
Yo, man's be going off with that phone, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas get to getting on that phone. There's something about the phone and this angle right here where it just, the ether just flows out. It's like, you know what I'm talking about? When you get to that, let me make a story right here. You know, actually, let me make a pre-video. And this is with all due respect to K-Money. I'm not making fun of you, bro. Let me make a pre-video. And then it just flows out. Oh, pussy bitch. Yo, nigga, what I say? How you do this and then this? It's just like, it's poetic, man. It's bad, but it's impressive. It's definitely impressive. Sidetrack. However, it evolved into something else.
Be comfortable somewhere you can't go. Be comfortable. It's like 7 p.m. What's up? What's up, y'all? We GG walking. We don't Vanadi walking. GG! Guys out here. HOC niggas out here. Be comfortable somewhere you can't go. Be comfortable. It's like 7 p.m.
So yeah, back up to the old shit. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all niggas need to grow up. Both sides. We ain't talking about like 18-year-old niggas. I know K-Money's younger than Top 5, but he's still somebody who now, after his time, like I think when he went away, he was just turning 18, or 18 going on to 19. So 3 years, he's probably about 22, probably 23 now. 5's about 26. Yeah. Grow up. It's not helping y'all. I guess it's helping the music, I guess, a little bit. There's people who are tuning into the story who are like, oh, these guys make music? Cool. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the people who are like finding out that you make music are tapping onto the music videos. Obviously, Come Outside has 20 plus million views on it. It's doing great. And it's doing great because it's a great song. And people just like it. They share it. They're like, yo, have you heard this song? And they share it to their friends. But as far as just, you know, enhancing any of y'all catalogs when it comes to this shit, the only thing y'all doing is making yourself hotter for the police. Both of these guys have both dealt with pretty big cases. K-Money had a case where, you know, he was had a high-speed car chase, 20 minutes long, driving in the opposite direction of traffic on Jarvis. For the people who don't know, Jarvis is a pretty busy ass street over here in Toronto. You shouldn't be driving in the opposite direction. Those guys were, it's the epitome of what you call a crash out. And you home. This nigga right here, same guy on the thumbnail. You quote unquote beat a murder charge, right? Your charges were stayed. So are you guys trying to like do y'all niggas like jail? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe niggas like jail. The food's free, but there ain't no bitches in jail. You know what I'm saying? The man them are there. So there's great fellowship. Y'all could play Bidways or Bidwiz. You know what I'm saying? You could play Crazy Eights for hours. But there ain't no bitches in there. You ain't like when you want. I know y'all don't be trying to have girlfriends and shit like that, but when you're just like, yo, you know what I mean? Go smash a ting, yo, go give me a brain eyes. When you turn to your left and when you turn to your right, all you seeing is men. Niggas get to have their own clothes. But who you dressing up for? Other niggas? Yo, I got my Jordan. Because for the people who don't know, once you get down to the pen, you get a box of, I think, $250 worth of possessions. And, you know, a lot of times people will downscale the prices on a lot of the shit. I'm giving y'all some real behind the scenes how it goes. They'll downscale the prices on a lot of the shit. So if you got a pair of Amiri jeans that cost $400, just make sure that your people price it down to like it was $40. They're fake, right? So that you can get as much as you can for $250. Correct me if I'm wrong on the price, okay? Comment gang strong. But you have like a $250 cap of the amount of possessions that you're allowed to have. So besides your clothes, you can have some CDs. You can't have no gangster shit on the CD, no gang related shit on the CDs. Okay? But so, and you can't get no burnt CDs, but you can get some CDs. You know, you can get the flat screen TV, all of the amazing amenities that you want, that you need and want in jail, in prison actually. You can have all that and great cable. Right? One Up M says no mixtapes. Facts. No mixtapes. Okay. Don't be sending no. Send only the originals. I'm just for the peoples out there, for the peoples who are home right now, who have somebody in jail and they have to go send a package to them and all that. And they're like, yo, please send, I just made it to the pen and they told me now I can get my $250 worth of possessions. Go. Oh shit. I was about to say go to HMV, but HMV don't exist no more. So you're going to have to go to find. I was going to say go to Walmart. Walmart don't have CDs no more. But you're going to have to go find the original CDs for the things, for the albums that your folks want in jail. Okay? Just keep that in mind. You can't send them no burnt mixtapes. Okay? I'm just trying to prepare anybody who's already in that situation. And these two gentlemen right here who seem to have an infatuation with the inside of a cell with metal walls, or sorry, cement walls and you know, a metal door. How quick can I get back over there? I need to get some of those amenities. What time's lunch?
Niggas out here.
Because it ain't gonna add up to no more streams, to be honest. Whatever video that you all already have that's hit to the amount of video views that you're gonna get, like if any, like Top 5 has multiple videos that have over 1 million views, you ain't getting more millions on those ones. Drop some new shit. It'll, you know, you're hot right now. That'll get its views. But the ones that are already out there, getting an extra 10, 20,000 views because niggas is crashing out on road, it's not worth it. You feel me? Literally, it's probably an extra 100,000 views tops that niggas is getting. And maybe we'll add an extra 50,000 streams to the Mandem's streaming platforms, whether it's on your Apple Music profile, you know, or your Spotify profile. Okay, we got an extra 2,000 or 20,000 to 50,000 streams from walking through niggas' hoods, or from the other side, from K Money picking up his phone and demonetizing my damn stream by using all kind of F words that we ain't supposed to use. Mission accomplished. More streams up. No, that's not what's happening. It's not even worth it. It's a minimal amount of streams that are getting you guys probably like $500. Let's be real. I'll be transparent as hell with y'all. Video does like 10,000 views on a thing, or let's say 2 million views. Niggas is only getting a few racks off of that, B. A nigga could have 10 million views on his music video. It's a music video. So how much are you really making? What, you got 2 million views on a music video? What you made? 10, not even 10 racks. And if it, let's highball it and say 10 racks. Is that what the chain cost? Because you ain't even finished your fit for the amount of that, what that cost. You know what I'm saying? So is it really worth them going and crashing out to get a few extra streams? Because it's really not paying y'all bills. So I'll say again, grow the fuck up. Leave that there. Let's continue. Big salute to Justin Hunt. And we're staying on this, and then hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's shit to break down. You know what I'm saying? There's been a whole mess over here, and things them need to get clean up. All right. So we're over here to clean up the mess. Salute to Justin Hunt. He did a video earlier breaking down this whole top 5 threatening the West Coast. There's the thumbnail that's the tag that's trending right now, because I use something called TubeBuddy that you're able to pick your hashtags and all that type of stuff. And one of the hashtags that I started noticing when I put in top 5's name is top 5 threatens Kendrick. So obviously that meant that like a lot of people were making videos about this. You can see over here, Toronto police step in after top 5 interview. Ooh, that's something I was watching earlier. And salute to Justin Hunt, the company man. Top 5 threatens Kendrick Lamar. First day after beating murder case. Here's the details. So he talked about a few things in this. Let's go into it.
Social media posts to be used as evidence in the trial. Here's how they described it. A Toronto rapper charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of a 20-year-old man was freed on Monday after the Crown stayed the charge. Hassan Ali, known by his rap moniker Top 5, had been charged in the death of Hashim Omar Hashi, an accounting student. Hashi was shot multiple times in his vehicle while trying to enter a parking garage near Jane Street and Falstaff Avenue shortly before 9 p.m. on January 31st, 2021. According to Toronto police, he died at the scene. Family members and friends have described him as humble, kind, and hardworking. About 2 weeks after the shooting, Ali was arrested in Windsor, Ontario, and charged. He served about 3 years in custody and was about to undergo trial when the stay was announced on Monday in Ontario's Superior Court of Justice.
I'm going to pass.
The Crown suspended its case against Ali after the judge would on the Planet Drillers. Our drill said Ali is a drill rap artist and his lyrics, videos, and persona as top 5 were used against him. The problem about prosecuting artists like Mr. Ali based on their music is it failed to understand what the medium is, what it's about, and how drillers approach their audiences. It's important for all drillers to portray themselves as the biggest, baddest gangsters on the planet. Drillers. Are drill rappers calling themselves drillers now?
Yeah, man. That's what they're doing, bro. It's not a real world anymore.
Or is that a Canadian thing? Baddest gangsters on the planet.
See, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
That's what sells. That's what drillers are doing. Grill said the Crown alleged Ali was the mastermind of the killing based on his lyrics, adding, that was the problem with their case all along. Ali was originally charged with accessory after the fact to murder. In March 2021, Ali was released from custody and was living under house arrest with an electronic ankle monitor that tracked his whereabouts. In May, the charge against him was upgraded to first-degree murder. After the charge was upgraded.
So, and he's breaking down the case, or just reading through the case here. The point of this video that I'm going to be showing y'all right now is maybe the reason why Five has been talking so crazy online is because the fact that in his court, social media and lyrics from songs were not able to be admissible in court. Not only that, moving forward, he can't have his social media presence used against him. Okay? Y'all need me to repeat that? The evidence that was presented in court by the Crown, mainly a bunch of social media stuff via, a bunch of Instagram lives and all types of stuff of him talking about puffing on this person and all that type of shit. They said, we can't use any of that. That doesn't work. And in the songs that he was making, namely, there was a lyric to saying that, bought my first gun when I was 18, shot your son when I was 21, right? They were that was like a highlighted lyric that was in a lot of the news stories. All of that shit, they can't use in court, which technically for the temperature that's been going on over the last 10 years is something that's precedented, right? Probably not using the word, but right, but y'all know what I mean.
Investigators allege he cut the ankle bracelet and dished it in the.
I even got a little shout out in here.
Who just gave those quotes in the CBC interview? He's a businessman. He's going to bring about positivity, right? Let's hear what Top 5 had to say.
Talk to the right, showed some love in here. But the point of this video here, is the part right. I'm glad that they put some timestamps, right? To bring the city together. He's not going to be on this op, but it's not about me. It's about this. Dr. Jabari Evans.
He said in an interview on Monday that lyrics being used in court against drill rappers is becoming far too common. Now, Dr. Evans is an MC. He goes by Knowledge, one half of the incredible duo Kids in the Hall. That's Jabari Evans. So I spoke with Jabari Evans about this case. All right, joining us now, we have Dr. Jabari Evans, an assistant professor of race and media at the University of South Carolina, an illustrious member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and better known to the hip-hop community as Knowledge, one half of Kids in the Hall. 9-second applause.
What up?
So I skipped a little bit forward past the explanation for why this gentleman is there. So this gentleman, who lives in South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, was contacted by Gary Grill, aka Top 5's lawyer, to be an expert in the case on drill rap and the nuances and what drill rap means and how rappers use their music so that it can be not used in court. Okay, so that the lyrics and the social media can't be used in court. This is somebody that was brokered by the defense all the way in North Carolina, just to give you just some clarity to how good the defense was. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a social media / rap drill expert and get him to speak on and let the people know and let the crowd know, like, yeah, all that shit is bullshit. You can't use that. Like, that's a smart lawyer, in my opinion.
Word up. What's going on, Fi? I appreciate you joining me today.
Oh yeah, man. It's a dreary day here in South Carolina, but we putting that down.
Yeah.
Stay in our virtual learning day.
I hear you. I hear you. You know, you're so this was a big week for a rapper, Top 5 out of Canada. He was on trial for first-degree murder, and his case was stayed by the Crown. Now, you actually provided expert testimony in this case. What was your experience like, and what did you speak on during the trial?
Yeah, this was very unique for me. It was my first time even like doing the expert witness thing, but the defense.
This is his first time even doing this shit. He's just a professor about it. So it's not like he's regularly in courtrooms doing expert testimony on drill rap. I'm just giving you just more credit to the lawyer right there. Like, if y'all maybe want to pick, get him, you might not be able to afford him, but you might want to holler at him because that's a savvy move right there. Let me holler at a nigga who's a professor who explains this type of shit and get him in the courtroom all the way. The niggas in South Carolina, y'all don't realize how far South Carolina is from Toronto? And he said, let me get this guy up here to explain to the judge why all this shit is bullshit. Don't even use this in the courtroom.
Reached out to me to sort of be counter to the Crown bringing Sergeant Andrew Hammond, who was kind of head of the, I want to say the gang unit out there in Toronto for the police force. And essentially they just wanted someone that could speak to the industry, speak to drill as an art form, but then also, they did some research on me in terms of like the fact that I myself am an artist. I myself have been in the industry and understand what it means to sort of have artistic license in the things that you create. And they really just wanted me to paint a picture of how,
y'all understand this nigga was in the courtroom. They brought him in from South Carolina. You skip some classes or whatever you need to do and testify on this case here so we can get this guy out.
Irresponsible or how dangerous or problematic it would be to sort of admit music lyrics and music videos as evidence that could possibly incriminate someone in a case to this magnitude when we're talking murder and possibly putting someone away for like, if not the rest of their lives, the rest of their, productive lives.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of elements of this case that resonate here in America. One, we have seen a number of cases where rap lyrics have been used as evidence in court. But this case, there was rap lyrics, but then there was also social media posts. And the judge in both instances declared both inadmissible, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the thing about this case that I think sets a new precedent in terms of this whole idea of rap being on trial, as my colleague Eric Nielsen would say, is that now we're moving past just thinking about lyrics, thinking about music videos, but also now looking at content creation, things that we post on social media as being a part of an artist's persona and part of that caricature or that self-marketing aspect of what it means to be in the music industry. I think for a long time, the courts were able to sort of view social media posts as almost like admissions of guilt straight from the horse's mouth, or even to say these are confessionals, right? These are diary entries. And what this case is doing is saying, hey, no. Just because someone goes on IG Live or someone does an interview on YouTube and they say things that are inflammatory, that in and of itself is also a part of their caricature or a part.
So you understand what he's breaking down right there? Like, it doesn't mean that because you see these guys crashing out online that they're serious and they're really doing that shit. It's all part of the persona. It's all part of the character. And rappers do lie. I say this on this lives or on the podcast all the time. Rappers lie. I used to be a rapper. I never stabbed anybody with a butter knife. That'd be crazy. I'm not a psychopath. Okay. I've seen multiple keys. I've had a few here and there, but I didn't have 10 keys in the trunk. I don't even think I had 3 cell phones. I had 2. You know what I'm saying? But rappers lie. I'm here to tell you, as a retired rapper, we lie.
Part of their persona or part of that like idea that they want to market themselves for clout. And in my research, I talk about clout chasing quite a bit in the culture. That's a term that we use that we're very familiar with. But in terms of how I use it in academia, I'm really thinking about power dynamics in terms of how young Black men in the recording industry and young Black women as well are forced to sort of rely on tropes of Blackness that are super negative, limiting, and stereotypical in order to make it, right? And they lean into these stereotypes and these tropes to the nth degree. So it's really like what mass media was in the 90s and in the early 2000s on steroids, because now you have to always be on. It's not a PR team, a marketing team, or a label that's sort of creating this persona. It's you.
Facts. And Yolanda Richardson says, yes, Eminem lyrics alone. Yeah, Eminem comes from that time where the label was pushing him saying all of this wild shit. He was lucky that, you know, there was no Instagram and the label wasn't like, yo, go promote yourself. We'll be over here doing nothing, just waiting for y'all to get hot. Back in those times, the label would promote all of the wild shit that you're saying and say, okay, this is what my artist is doing. He's crashing out. You know, but the man didn't have Kim in the trunk. That didn't happen. He said it happened like 4 songs. She never seen the inside of the man's trunk once. So rappers say a lot of shit. Leanne says, I only bought this up because these buckets up there were yelling "Was Gang." They up there, they like 40 years old buckets too. Yikes. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. A lot of the man them have to grow up. Oh, in the Muskoka region? Oh, come on. Them niggas is probably not even Was Gangs. They're just like, they watch the internet and they're like, Was Gang. Go get shot for repping the wrong gang. Max Payne says, word, they popping my brim cedar block bang bang Harlem world, baby. You dig? Ayy. Do your thing, bro.
Curating and putting this persona out there, and people are gonna test you on that. So I mean, when I was in the industry, you know, I didn't have a dangerous persona, but we had a persona. You know, This idea that like, oh, you're an Ivy Leaguer. If it came out that my transcript said I didn't really go to Penn, or that Rock has fabricated my, you know, like, it's like, well, how does this dude call it himself knowledge if he's a college dropout and all the stuff that he put in his bio isn't real? Or even just the thought of like, you know, rapping about clothes that you might not own or cars that you might not drive, or, you know, rapping about places that you might.
You know, like this shit right here. This shit right here. I'll show y'all. I'm going to show y'all something. And I did this on purpose. And then some people started really jacking it like it was real. This ain't mine. All right? I don't own this. Niggas drive by me in traffic. You're not seeing the blue Bentley. I don't own it. But there's some rapper shit right here. This is why I took the picture. It was a point that I was trying to make over here. Rapper shit. You dig? Clean. It's that rapper shit. Come on, you gotta do it. Yo, mans ain't riding around in the Uber, fam. Yo. Got the Porsche, B. About 4 of them. Yo, don't diss the man them, bro.
Might not have been
these niggas be, you know, these niggas be flashing a lot of rollies and shit like that. And I'm not even just talking about anybody specifically, but a lot of rappers flash rollies. They're not living in a fucking mansion with the rollie. A lot of them rappers flash rollies and live with their gal. Know that.
That has different stakes, right? For me, as say a conscious rapper.
And I don't mean they're paying half rent. Like She's paying all of the rent. The niggas driving her car, going and picking up other bitches, and he got a rollie.
Or if, you know, I tell stories about like my favorite conscious rappers that I went on tour with, you know, going out with them and partying with them and seeing them kick it with white girls and being like, how can you make songs that are like odes to black women, and all this entire time I was on tour, I just saw you with white women, right? That's like a moral quandary.
I'm gonna go ahead a little bit to the more deep into the case.
Out social media posts.
Wow.
Okay, right here.
You know, for me to judge, and that wasn't why I was case where like different consequences. To say like, are you a killer or are you not a killer? Are you a gangbanger or are you not a gangbanger? That has like higher stakes that are life and death. Like you could be a hotep and get away with it, right? But like to be someone false flagging and saying you a Crip or Blood and not really be that has much different consequences. Or to say you willing to slide on an op, or you willing to you know, go to the lengths of killing someone, to put that in the universe, or to say like, hey, I'm a shooter, right? That has much higher stakes. And we saw that in this case where like a lot of the things that Top talks about in his music can be inflammatory. And that's the price of his fame, but that's not necessarily, you know, for me to judge. And that wasn't why I was brought in as a expert witness. I was sort of brought in to talk about sort of just really hone in on this idea that we shouldn't be able to make lyrics, videos admissible. And I think in the
now, before he gets into the deep of it, right? I want to just say something quick, fast. When you're a gangster rapper, you might have to expect gangster shit. Okay, you're making that decision when, you know, whether you come from the hood or not. Okay, when you want to just talk tough on records, somebody may test you. Somebody in, whether it's your own city or a fan or somebody who might have heard your shit when you go to perform in another city, especially when you start becoming a more successful one. There's one thing to be just popular in your hood and you get a few tens of thousands of views here and there. But once you start becoming a gangster rapper who gets millions of views, niggas may want to test your gangster. Okay? So even though, like I say, rappers lie, a lot of times because of them lies, niggas end up having to keep it real, because in real life, niggas test you for the lies that you said in your raps. You understand what I'm saying, gang? A lot of the bullshit that you might be saying in your raps is like, yeah, I'm the toughest, baddest, sickest gangster in the whole world. And you might not be, but because you said it a bunch of times, now you got to be it. Niggas see you on road, they expect certain things because of the things you say in your raps or things you say on social media. You know what I'm saying? If you're calling everybody broke boys on social media and or in your raps, when they see you, you better not be moving like a broke boy. Your sneakers better be clean. You better be popping out the whip, not crawling out of like whatever 2015 whatever. Nah, your shit better be 2025, B. You said it in the raps, B. You said, yo, I pull up in any color this with the such and such sneakers, and you know what I'm saying? Don't change now, B. That's what you said, right? Gotta stand on it.
Process, as I talked about clout chasing and just how germane social media is to the drill rapper's persona, I guess the judge was moved to think even more about throwing out social media posts.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard of a case yet where social media posts have been dismissed. I mean, I feel like in America, at least, police departments have entire divisions that are watching social media behavior.
Oh, yes.
Don't worry, Justin. We got him over here too, brother.
Specifically in Chicago, where I'm from, there's definitely teams and units and task force that are put together specifically to, you know, literally scour the internet and see what people are saying, see what people are doing, predict.
You hear what he said right there? Task force. Whole task force to scour the internet.
Crime based on posts. And yeah, in this instance, I think Top's larger than life personality. Not only that, but I think what actually drove some of this home was this thought that like there were contradictory statements in his posts. You know, on the one hand, he would say, "Hey, I stole this guy's chain," and then on another post, him and that same guy.
That's that DJ Snoopy shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know if a lot of people. I think this has already been in front of the scenes, but that shit was fake. Okay, clip that. That whole DJ Snoopy top 5. I flushed your chain. Blah 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 blah. Them niggas orchestrated that. Corny.
Guy would be laughing, saying it was a hoax, and that people believed it, right? And so, able to, in this instance, there was like this weird thing where the defense actually was wanting to poke holes in their client's persona, you know, and so for the sake of being innocent, or for the sake of having one's like sentences or
pop out
not sentences, charges stayed, right? Like on the one hand, folks
pop out AGB.
Folks that may go through the paperwork of the case might be like, oh well, Top isn't who he says he is, but at the same time, you know, I'm sure he's going to be able to spin that and say, yo, I just did that so I could get off, and I just did this and said this so I could.
Kobe Bryant, and not, you know, RIP Kobe Bryant, not the Kobe Bryant. Yeah, they got him over here too. Trust me. And you know, Toronto, they spend a lot of money on police. So they probably got a big old task force, all 10 mans looking at all different social media platforms, social media posts, taking notes, screenshot and shit. They better than Rockboy Ninja with the screenshot. You feel me? They out there looking at you right now.
Or I let my lawyer say this so that I could get off. But again, this is this weird thing where art is imitating life, and life is imitating art. And, you know, my thing.
Kobe Bryant said, salute to Kobe Bryant once again. He said, let me put this on the screen. They watching you too Friday. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm not dumb. No matter how much our platform may not be bigger than some of these American platforms, for Canada, we're a pretty big platform. I'm sure they watch the platform too.
Is just when we're talking about convicted someone of murder, we can't use the actual art in that argument.
Did you get a sense of his demeanor while he was?
And my bad, and we're gonna get back to this right here. I know this because they said in the case, even though that paperwork is supposed to be fake, with the the K Money stuff, they're saying in the paperwork that they used the We Love Hip Hop interview. And that's not the only case. But the thing is, I don't be having niggas self-snitching their interviews when I do interviews. You know, salute to DJ Vlad. I know there's like a term, Vlad type questions. I don't do the Vlad type questions. Okay? I just ask questions, and there's been times when niggas crash out and say some stupid shit. I actually cut those pieces out.
He was in court. How was he during the course of the trial?
I mean, I have very limited interaction, very limited even observation of Mr. Ali. But like, you know, I think some of who he is on his records is who he is in person. Like, he seemed to be very much playful. He seemed to be very much liking attention, liking the cameras on him. But I also think he seemed relaxed. And so to that extent, maybe, you know, again, I feel like he might have known something all along that, hey, that they don't have any real evidence, and that this stuff's going to get thrown out as long as I have good representation going to bat for me, you know. And I think it says a lot to Gary Grill, in particular, his lawyer, for being, you know, smart enough to say, hey, like, I'm going to make my argument, but I'm going to make my argument using someone who researches this and is from the world of academia. And so,
Didn't I say that? Didn't I just say that earlier? That's a smart ass lawyer to be like, you know what? They ain't gonna hear what I'm saying about throwing out the social media shit. But if I go get this black man from over there in South Carolina, who's a professor and a rapper, maybe that'll bring the point home.
So like, yeah, he did his due diligence, him and his assistant, Erica,
That he
and they
did.
realized that, hey, like the report that was submitted by the police officer in the case, like they had me read it, and I was like, yeah, there's a lot of holes in what he's saying. Like he definitely understands gang culture in Toronto, and he definitely understands, you know, the nature of that landscape. But I don't know if he really understands this thought of what it means to be in the industry and be clout chasing. And how like it's very, you know, we can't take the things that are said in songs and shown in videos as literal. When I myself have seen people use prop guns in videos, I've seen people, you know, kind of try to curate what they're going to do and say in song form just to try to imagine what the fans are going to do when they react. And that's the other part of drill is like the fans are almost part in partnership.
He's gonna break down a great point here, so I want to leave that separate. Yeah, what he said right there with, you know, people want to see these guys with the fake burners in the videos, or you know, just looking hella menacing. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is what it needs to. If you want to be a gangster rapper, this is part of the reason why I don't rap no more. Besides the fact that I'm like, I just feel old as hell to be a rapper now. I'd feel old as hell to be rapping about the same shit that I used to rap about before. You know what I'm saying? If I'm talking about I'm gonna shoot you in the face and I got all the keys and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I'd be sounding crazy at my age. But to be honest, that's my default. So if I'm rapping about some shit, like I don't feel like I want to rap about the damn podcast. I'm gonna rap about some gangster shit. I'm not doing no gangster shit, but it sounds cool. AGB.
What up, fam? How's it
What's going on? It's going good,
Yo,
man. How we're
yo,
cooking today, man.
You big up to you, bro. The big guests, big appearances.
Yeah, man. Salute
Happy
to
for
AD.
you, bro.
You know, salute, man. Salute to AD.
You know I'm your #1 supporter, bro.
Yo,
Listen,
for sure.
everybody in the chat right now, I am where I am because of this man.
Ah, shucks. Nah, salute to you, brother.
Nah,
But yeah. Now, besides all the formalities, you know me, I get weird when it comes to all the formality shit or the what do you call that? The compliment shit.
I know you do, but with me, I don't give a fuck, bro. You can't. You
yo,
brought me
chill.
on. You did all that. You did that to yourself, so you get the formalities with me.
Salute to you, brother. Thank you. But what are your thoughts on this whole thing with remember we were talking about before? We were saying, why is he so comfortable to crash out on this Adin Ross stream?
Okay, we're talking about top 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, my bad, because I missed the last 3-4 minutes.
No, that's cool. That's cool. It's a top live. You know what I'm saying?
I said sort of to like the last time, bro, it's like he has so much bread to be made by doing that type of stuff. If he's smart, he'll do it in a fake way where he's not really crashing out, but you think he's crashing out.
Yeah.
Saying a bunch of dumb shit, but it's not real versus real, like he sort of was. So it's like, I feel like that's a play for him. He has so much money and clout on the table for him right now. Is my mic too loud?
No, you're good.
Or is it good?
No, you're perfect.
He has too much, like he's so much on the table for him right now. He'd be stupid not to like jump on it. You know what I'm saying? He's
So you're
just gotta
saying
do it in a way now where it's a little bit of fiction and not too much reality, you know?
So you're saying like he's got to go extra crazy. So that's like, this is obviously not real.
No, I don't know. So what I'm saying is he's got to find the thing where enough people think it's real and it's close enough to being real where it looks like that, but it's not actually real. So he can't get in trouble for it.
Somebody say your mic low. Let me see. I might be able to turn your mic up, but hold on. Say something again.
What's up?
Is that better? Gang, is that better? Say something again.
Is my mic better now, y'all?
Yeah, you're louder. You're louder. No, I got you. I got you better.
All right,
okay,
let's go.
Okay, so yeah, continue where you're saying like, does he? Because I was saying, or I'm trying to understand what you're saying, that he needs to find something where it doesn't look real.
It's not even that, bro. It's like finding the balance of what looks real enough. But obviously you could still prove isn't real if it comes to court and stuff like that, you know?
But here's the thing, and this is the part of the video that you might have missed, or what I was saying to break down the video.
I've been in and out, so yeah.
Is his court case, they weren't able to use the social media and his music in court, and moving forward, they are not going to be able to use his social media presence against him.
Yeah, no, he's pretty much, unless they like find some camera somewhere that they didn't know about and it's clear video of him doing it, he's good.
Or something in the future.
Well, they only have so long where that could matter, right?
Well, like
so
if something happens in the future, and like let's say these
you're
guys
saying
are on,
like a next crime.
Yeah, like let's say somebody else,
obviously.
like God forbid, another body drops, and now these guys are online making fun of that new person who died. Okay, they're not going to be able to use social media, his social media at least, even though I'm sure they're still going to look into it. The task forces and all that shit that they have out here, they're still going to look into it, but they're not going to be able to use this supposedly against him. So let's say somebody dies tomorrow and he goes online the next day and he's like, I'm smoking on that person. The court won't be able to use that against him for that person.
No, but here's what I'll say. It's
actually, I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
No, you're right. Not everywhere, but where we are, Toronto, Montreal, you're right.
No, hold on. I am wrong because that's a whole new case. So now if they want to introduce social media for that case,
yeah, they could. But social media doesn't tend to work unless you have some hard evidence to go with it. So if you have, he rapped about this specifically, and then on that day we caught him, like we knew he was there and this, that's how social media gets you.
Right.
They have to be able to corroborate something to the social media to sort of triangulate you. You know what I'm saying? The social media, without anything corroborated to it, unless you just full on admitted, it's very circumstantial. But as soon as they take that social media and they can corroborate any evidence to it, boom, triangle, boom, you're done.
Yes and no. It all depends to me on what judge you get. When you have a good lawyer,
in Canada, facts, not in the U.S. I'm like, you got to figure Friday. Most of my fan base now is Americans. When I speak, I'm speaking American. Canada, you are 100% right. America, no, different.
But I feel like even in America, the relationships between lawyers and judges and different things like that is the same as over here. That's not a regional thing. That just happens. A lawyer or a judge used to be once upon a time a lawyer.
Sorry. The law, it's not that the relationships are different, it's the laws are completely different of what they accept, don't accept, and like.
Yes, but what I'm saying is a lot of legal cases get beat off of relationships. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah, facts.
These lawyers, defense lawyers, crowns, they have relationships with judges. They will always want to make sure that they line up everything, that their stars line up correctly. So, for example, if you're a good defense lawyer, you're going to make sure that you try your case in front of a judge that you have a personal relationship with.
Yeah, unless you hate your
client.
Your client, yeah.
Right? You're going to tell your client, "Listen, bro, I'm going to get you out. I know Judge Smith. Me and Judge Smith play golf together all the time. We're cool." Right? If I can get you to Judge Smith, we are out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like that, bro. Life's not fair.
And I'm talking this from my own personal experience. Obviously, a way less, not way less profile case. But when I was dealing with like a drinking and driving shit, the dump truck ass lawyer that I had at the time wasn't so bad, because he said, "You know what? I'm gonna make sure, bro, like you're gonna have to wait a little longer." And I was in the East Detention at that time. He's like, "You're gonna have to wait a little longer because I'm gonna make sure that we get the right judge, and we're gonna make sure that we get that shit off of you." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, facts.
And he was able to drop one, and I had 2 DUIs, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of them got dropped.
After you did that, you left and crashed and got another one.
Yes, right. So that was that at
Friday,
that point now,
the man right here gets off. Judge blesses him. DUI before leaving the parking lot.
Actually, that would happen afterwards. But yeah, Yeah, that's a whole other story.
I had to troll
But
you, my bad.
at that time, I had 2 DUIs under my belt, and he was able to get one dropped, and then the other one, like, I just had to pay a small fine. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to go through the whole program and stuff. But I would have had to go through double the program if they had kept both of those cases.
2 nights a week or
whatever amount of time that you had. Bro, I had to have the breathalyzer in my car and all that type of shit. But I would have had to have it probably for
low
like
key
2
Friday.
years.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have the breath. I can't really drive right now because of my eye, so I'm not allowed. But I have the breathalyzer in my car because I got a ticket for smoking weed in my car, like in 2019.
Man.
But like legit, like it happened, and then like a few months after that, my eye started fucking up where I couldn't see, so they took my license. And then a whole bunch of dumb Quebec laws changed, and they're like, you have to have it in your car for 6 months 6 months now. So I have one in the stupid blow thing, but I've used it 3 times, bro, because it's very rare that my I see good enough out of it where I can drive.
It's a mod thing to have it.
It's annoying.
Let's continue this video here.
You know, or teammates of these artists where they get on one side or the other and they get to arguing back and forth in comment sections and message boards and Reddit threads and things like that, where like there's an ecosystem where artists are creating things knowing that it's going to create an ecosystem of reposts, reshares, people making clips, providing commentary. Like, you know, one post leads to like 100 other posts, and that then gives them more and more attention. And the more and more attention they receive, the bigger stardom they have, but also the bigger infamy they reclaim. So, you know,
see right there what he's breaking down? Like, this is the job of a rapper. You're trying to create as much attention as possible. So, you know, you're going to be doing all of these different things to try to raise your visibility. And a lot of that stuff is, you know, getting online, maybe saying some crazy shit. You know, Cardi B currently is saying some of the wildest shit online about her and her husband, just on some relationship shit.
Yeah.
But it's creating a lot of traction.
Yeah, facts. I mean, look at it like this, right? Like rappers back in the day used to be famous. Now, a lot of rappers are infamous, like 6ix9ine or people like that, you know? Everybody knows them, but it's not because they're famous. It's because they're infamous and just did something crazy.
Yeah. That's why even I get a lot of people who complain over here. I try to interview every type of rapper. And, you know, maybe people don't see some of the rappers who I interview who don't have as much drama going on, but I've interviewed them. They're in the catalog. But the thing is, when it comes to like a lot of these guys who I do interview who are into the bullshit, that's the ones who are getting the most views. And then I get backlash because people are like, bro, why don't you talk about more positive rappers? Or, you know, no, I did. It's just that one has like 500 views. And when I'm talking about Top 5 or K Money or somebody who crashes out, that one has like 5,000 or 10,000 views.
100%. It's a more interesting story. And it's like, the rap with energy now is from people crashing out and stuff like that, right? If people don't want it to be like that, you have to make rap that gives you that energy, but without crashing out at the end.
Yo,
it's hard to do. It takes more work, but you got to do it. It's been done.
Lil Durk isn't crashing out right now. He's teetered the line of crashing out. He says a lot of things that may seem like, oh man, he's gonna get an
My G,
indictment on
Lil
his
Durk
ass.
is like low key crashing out. He got FBG Duck killed and all them. Like, come on.
Yes, but like, bro,
he's snitching. I truly believe, I'll keep it a buck, I think Lil Durk is snitching. I don't know how he's not already in a RICO. I'm just saying, like, listen, me and him got a lot of friends that don't like each other, but I'm just saying, well, from what I know, listen, Lil Durk, you know who I am. I know you don't like to play it, but you know me. You remember Kyle and Casper and all the dudes from Gary that used to be around you, and then all of a sudden you changed. Those were my homies. You remember that. Lil Durk, stop playing with these people. I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to go no deeper. Stop playing with these people, Lil Durk.
I'll clip that one right there.
You can. I was about to go way deeper, but I was like, I got to stop. I can tell you, Friday, I can tell you some shit when we not on live.
Okay.
Trust me, I got stories.
He's saying you got the tea, the would mix the
Not
Irish
everything,
tea.
but in a few certain situations from back in the day. Remember, Gary's like right beside Chicago, and it's way harder than Chicago, which is hard to say. And I got a bunch of homies from out there. That's how I first started going viral. So,
So, because like he says a lot of shit, right?
he do. Most of it's not true.
But that's the point. A lot of these guys say a lot of untrue shit, but for him to be who he is and like have the persona, you know, he brought in King Von, who is like the first rapper serial killer. Like he has to have that aura for him to be able to push his agenda and sell records. Like,
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. It's just like he got a lot of crazy skeletons in his closet.
But like, it goes to what you were just saying. He found a medium where he seems super wild out, crazy gangster, you know, what was that shit? I don't even remember the lyrics there. The big song that he had a few years ago about talking shit about Vaughn and and he's gonna slide and he's gonna do everything. He's gonna kill everybody.
Vaughn, something like that.
Yeah. That song there.
They told me don't say shit but Vaughn, but fuck it, something like that.
Yeah. Thank
but
you,
Dirk rap wise, he good, bro. He's very good.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he's good, and his persona is super gangster Chicago driller killer, right?
Yeah.
Now he had to do that for the longest time to be able to keep getting his persona, getting his traction up. Dirk has been a guy who's been on social media himself, getting on Twitter back before Instagram was really a thing like that, talking shit. Him and Vaughn, not just Vaughn. And Vaughn was one of those guys.
You gotta remember too, like the drill wave is like what I grew up on when I was trapping, right? This is like early like 2010s if you were really on it, or then if you weren't, you hit it like 2011 Chief Keef, and just like till I'd say it was in its glory till like 2017, 2018. Then it fell off by like 2020. It was like, oh, that's the last epic of rap, and we're into a new one, you know?
Yeah.
But like I remember listening to all this shit sitting in like my crib, just like selling fucking whatever, drinking all this lean, like, you know. But like, listen, like I didn't really have parents like that, bro. So like when I was already doing all this stuff, and then when I heard music where these guys are just like talking about what I'm already like, it was unhealthy, but I like fell in love. I'm like, oh, this is my future. I'm not the only one doing this.
Did you think that these guys were really sliding and catching bodies?
Some, yeah. You can usually look in their eyes and tell.
Well,
a real killer can look into someone's eyes and tell if they're a real killer or not. That's it. Most of the time.
Don't crash.
For sure.
Here, bro. Let's continue the video.
It's like this weird feedback loop in terms of drill rap where like there's real stuff actually happening in the streets, but there's real things also being said online. But then there's fans who have no involvement with it, and they're just treating it like it's WWE, and like these bodies that are dropping aren't real people, and the humanity of it is being lost. But I think in this case, you know, I'm just, you know, happy that the judge saw fit to not include that evidence, because I think it sets a great precedent going forward for other lawyers to be able to sort of utilize this case as an example of how things should actually go.
So that's right there what he was saying. This case of lyrics not being used in court and social media not being able to be admissible in court is going to set a legal precedence moving forward.
100%.
Like other people not being able to do that, right?
Look, here's how I look at it, right? If you say something in a song, you should be fine as long as it's not specific to the issue, right? If you're like, I walked them down on 148 and it was 253,
then
bro, that should for sure be able to come in if that's when it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then we'd have to be able to triangulate the time that you were there at the scene and all that.
But
type
like,
of stuff.
let's say all that is for sure they could do that, right?
Right.
It's done. Then yeah, that's admissible. But some guy saying he shoots people or dissing his ops and doing this when his ops are doing it back, no, that's not specific enough.
Right. See, but they're saying that now with that case, because that happened and because the judge threw out the that part of the evidence, moving forward, now they're going to use the top 5 case. If anybody else they want to bring like lyrics and social media in court, they're going to say, because you know how they do it in court, based on this case over here.
Precedent.
Yeah, exactly. We feel that, you know, this is the exact same type of thing that's happening in this court case right now, and we shouldn't be able to use this evidence. Boom.
100%. But that's what the one point, like I said, where it changes is because all of top 5 is circumstantial. Right? If you can bring a direct link in, then that goes out the window and they will use it, I promise.
Yeah. Like, okay, I'm going to play just a part of this video here, and then I'm going to end this segment here. But I'm going to play a part of this video from Heartless G, who Heartless G, a Toronto rapper who's right now doing life in prison for some stuff that happened back in 2010, maybe.
Oh, yeah, bet I know this one. Let's go.
Right now, his case actually set the legal precedent over here in Canada, where they bought in like, oh, they wanted to bring in over 100 songs, but they cut it down. So I'll play a clip.
Him and learned whatever he was doing, and Amo was
the studio inside and stuff like that.
Where I'm doing, you know, photo shoots. If it's photo shoots, even if we split it, it's a multiple.
Hold on, I'll find it.
We're working out this.
Tell us about that, man. Hold on,
So,
I'll find it.
Like,
it's very crazy.
I was jam type of guy, and
so like, what about high school? Where hold on. So even on the run, but you're the one who's the most focused.
Benefit of a criminal organization.
Right here.
For a first degree, for something to be considered first degree, there's 3 ways you can achieve that, right? So it's either planned and premeditated, so forcible confinement. So like, say you're in an act of forcible confinement and someone dies in the act of the forcible confinement, that's considered first degree, and for the benefit of a criminal organization. And I remember when they first proposed it, it was about 70 something like that, and
so okay, right here, this is where he talks about the amount of songs that they brought up
affiliated to this gang and whatever the case may be. So they try to use the videos, and they didn't really have a lot aside from that type of stuff, you know? So they were trying to flood the courtroom with that shit. And I remember when they first proposed it, it was about 70 something like that, and they wanted to put that out there, and you should have seen the judge's eyes, like, what, why
70 something
why
songs?
do you need this much? 70, like, it was YouTube videos. Some of them were like audio, but obviously it has like they're considering them videos because it's on YouTube, but it's just like a still image and a track.
That's crazy. That's
so they just wanted to act, all of that for like what? And the judges, it wasn't until trial, and I think prelim they dumbed it down. Trial again, and the judge like, yo, narrow that down some more. You know what I'm saying? And they were just trying to slow the man with that. Obviously, character evidence as well. That plays a role into character evidence as well. Like you have an all-white jury that's not gonna, they see fucking black man throwing hands and waving their hands and rapping, and you know what I'm saying, they don't understand the culture as much, you know.
So actually, let's try. I'm trying to not smoke a camera. They brought it down.
You gotta do the vape, bro, and kind of cover it with your hand, and you good. It doesn't get you in the algorithm.
I know. They brought it down to like less than 75 songs, and like you see how he was breaking it down, like there was not just the music videos, there was the still images videos from YouTube as well. So this was back in 2010 when all of this happened in as far as his trial. So they brought up all of those songs, and that right there set a legal precedent moving forward for Canada, where they were like, based on this case with Heartless G's government name, blah, 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 we want to bring up these songs in court. And then they started, in Canada, at least for Canada, they started moving forward doing that with everybody else's cases, including top 5.
But you need more than that to get a guilty conviction. I'm sorry, bro.
They
Especially
got
in
one.
today's.
They got one. He's right here.
Hold on, listen. You let me finish. In today's day and age, okay, back a little bit, 100%, bro, no problem. But today's day and age, where people are savvy to the internet, and some of those jurors are gonna understand this shit. He kept getting hung trials, or he get found innocent. They didn't have enough, bro.
And it was.
I don't know if top 5's guilty or if top 5's innocent, and I don't care. But I know by what they put on paper, which is what I go by, there's no fucking way he should have been found.
You gotta watch the F-bombs, bro.
Sorry. It's my religion, so I get a pass, YouTube, you know. Anyways, like there's no way he should have been found guilty off of what they were putting. That's ridiculous. You could go back and find some of my songs and put me in jail for something like that. I've never killed anybody.
Same here. If
Yeah,
I was to pull up my catalog now, you'll hear some of the wildest shit. And that ain't me. Please don't bring up any of my songs in court, please.
Yeah, but what I do agree with is if one of us made a song and we say specific details, like I got him at 1, I drug him with a rug.
Yeah.
I popped him in the shin and then I left him for none in alley behind da-da-da, you know?
Yeah.
And then they find him there. Well, it's like, well, you know, bro, like you're done. You know what I'm saying? There has to be it has to be specific, not just he said he has fucking he said he has this kind of gun and he got shot with this kind of gun. Okay, solved.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. You know, it has to be specific for me.
No, that's facts. Yo, AGB, when you going live again?
Me and Pino will be live tomorrow at 7:30. You should come co-host, bro.
I will definitely try. If I'm free.
We'll be doing it for 2 hours, so it doesn't have to be right away. If at all, you can pop in, tap in, bro. And you had a big live tonight, bro. I'm happy for you, bro. You've been doing big things, tapping in with people. That's what I like to see, bro.
Trying.
Building the network, adding new hosts. I was the only white host for a while. Now you got other people with complexion skin. We're kind of in like a white race beef now.
Yo, I'm bringing everybody together, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right,
we'll tap in soon, though.
Yeah, I'll hop out of here, bro. You have a blessed night. In chat, y'all hold it down. Much respect to Friday, bro. He does a lot of shit for a lot of people and a lot for the city, bro, and a lot of it goes unnoticed. So show him his love. Hold it down, y'all.
Thank you, brother. Salute to AGB, man. He was dropping a little bit too many F-bombs on my stream right there, brother. I got to chill. There was one more thing I wanted to show y'all from this video before I get off of this topic here. And I think I got one more topic in me and then I'm off of this.
Lost, but I think in this
there's something that I wanted to see here. I'm going through the comments here quick fast. The comments are crazy. There's a lot of, and keep in mind, there's a lot of Kendrick stands also in here, not just fans, just Kendrick stands in these comments. Right? Salute to Justin Hunt though. That's my brother right there. I'm gonna find it. Just give me a quick moment. Comments are going crazy. But there's gonna be one that sticks out in my mind here. Just give me a second, gang. I'll find it. You know what I'll do? Let's do a quick filter. We'll go from, can I do a comment filter? I want it to go from newest to oldest. There was a comment that was in this chat here, or in this comment section, I mean, that really stuck out to me. I'll pull it up. It was courtesy of at Leroy. Let's do this. Control F. At Le. Let's do this. Le. Rar. My Control F is not giving me the damn comment. Well, I'll read what the comment, because I have it here on my phone here, and it's kind of crazy, but it's just a comment. Okay, keep in mind, gang, it's just a comment, and this is like 24 minutes after the video was published. That's why it's going to be kind of hard to find it. It's like deep in the comment section over here. Okay, what it says: the cops just took him in for questioning because of it. Shaking my head. He must be slow. Yikes. Yikes. Well, I'm not going to go through all of this comment surfing because, you know, Justin has a very loyal comment fan base over here that puts a lot of comments, as you should. And yeah, that's just going to take a whole night to do that. So we ain't doing that. But salute to Justin Hunt. Great video. Great breakdown on just like the intricacies of social media being used in court and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure to check that out and subscribe to his channel as well. We're going to do one more here, just as a little residual that happened off of this. Salute to WhyG and salute to Honcho Hoodlum. I think I have this via, oh, it's on T.TV. Okay, let me pull it up on T.TV, because these guys have had an issue from back in the days, and for some reason in my brain, maybe I'm stupid. I feel like I don't live under a rock. I thought it was resolved, but maybe it was like a Cold War, where it was just like not, it's happening, but it's not happening. We're not currently going at each other, but we'll save that for later. So I'm gonna go to T.TV. I saw the post on Reddit, but T.TV was using the Reddit for this. Oh, Jesus, Murphy. Here we go. Whew. Actually, you know what? Reddit has a better thing, because Reddit has all the slides. Let's go to Reddit, because these guys have been going at each other, I guess, based off of this Adin Ross academic stream. I don't think he YG said anything about Honcho Hoodlum in that, but he took to his Twitter, and YG be on Twitter regularly. YG number 35 on Twitter said, "Shut Hoodlum." I guess he wants to say, "Shut up, Hoodlum." Talking about man jail time. Rumors he was really on range with man who shot him. That's the craziest thing to happen in life. Sorry, I'm filling in the words. Okay, and then he continues. Hoodlum is broke, glazing, goofy, low. Man just glaze wherever he can fit in. Let me get some water, because it continues. Honcho Hoodlum responds, "Can you imagine riding with one PC, then riding for the next, or riding for the next nigga in PC, then want to bring up my jail record?" There should be a laugh in there. Can't tell me what jail I was living on range with someone that did something to me, or did me something. My bad. But your homie was on PC in the South. Your next homie was on PC in Sudbury and Maplehurst. Facts. Sorry, Ebonics is kind of hard to read sometimes, guys. Or Toronto slang. Niggas get at man's eating nuns, right? That's Panani, right? But but when Keezy was eating nuns with the BFR chain on, you was quiet. J Neat Girl came out, says he loves trannies. You was quiet. Not surprised though. Y'all love trans. She said she R-worded her, but you talking to me? Or you talking on me? And then I guess he said in here, 2 a.m. tweeting about Mon when you should be laid up with a gal. Crazy. Yo. I don't condone this bullshit, but these guys are funny. Holy shit. Give me a second. Okay. Where's this page? Let's continue. We're not going to talk about glazing either, because any rapper which you with a wave, you glaze for some motion. You said Houdini was a waste suit. Couple of weeks later, you was in the trap with your auntie with him. Oh no, that's wild. Said Top 5 was a waste and should ride for his bro. Weeks later, you doing videos with him. And they're just laughing emojis, right? K Money came home. You try to glaze him too. Got a video with him before Casper even got one. Yo, and I'm not gonna say salute to Hoodlum because I'm not in any of I'm not taking no sides. But with that being said, one thing the Hoodlum got is that rant energy. Right now, he's not able to use his Instagram Live. Last time I checked, he had made a post saying that go follow him on another page because he can't go do his regular rants. You know when Hoodlum be on his Instagram Live and he's like, and he's got the spliff leaning like almost down to the damn roach. The nigga be smoking the thing. Why are my stories not working? Stop playing with me. Oh, does he not have no stories left? Oh, well. But yeah, he had put in his story that he can't go on Instagram Live right now because he's got that rant energy. When you start getting him on a rant, oh, Lord. Watch this. Hold on, gang. Hold on. I don't know why I'm not seeing that. Give me a second. I'll pull it up. There we go.
I ain't a liar, man. Facts. Go ask the real. Who's in this shit? Where's all the real niggas that are in this shit? Yo, nines. Did J Neat go to PC?
Hold on. What page is he using? Because I know he has he has to use a different Instagram now.
Some West niggas need to talk about this shit. Yo, this is one thing I don't like about the Western. Yo, I'm an Eastern nigga, but this is one thing I don't like about the Western.
Hey.
Everything. Stupid shit.
Yeah, you know how much shit I'm gonna have to take out of this goddamn thing, bro?
And niggas like forget about it. That's facts. Jamie went to PC.
Okay.
When it's hot and they boiling, no police of yours is hot and they boiling. Let's be real, man. Whoever is a bitch. Mr. Fucking Walk.
So right now he's in his stories posting stuff. What's that video? Blue tea. That's what it is. WhyG. I'm just gonna give you guys some context here. Just to give you guys some context of how far back this goes. Because we got to be responsible with these stories. Sorry, let me just give the man some love right over here. Far from Faith Int says his new live page is HH Honcho Hoodlum Live. Okay, go follow that up. I'm gonna do the same. If you all want to see his lives, because Honcho Hoodlum rants are legendary. I suggest you tap in. But this is what started the issue. I'm not going to get a copyright for you guys, but this song right here bumps. Okay. 5. WhyG. Now, if you see where they are, hold on.
Niggas clicking up like bitches, man. And my blue tea on your block and I'll cover, man. I'm on your block in my blue tea, big Glock in my blue tea. If I see it, I'll be getting shot in my blue tea.
Okay, that's enough. The block that you see behind there, that's Wickerson Trail. Prime said, Friday, you're goofy. Okay. If that's how you feel, brother. I'm not, but hey, it's fine. Do your thing. This right here is Honcho Hoodlum's area. Okay, you can see the block here. Wickerson, it's kind of cloudy. Even in the video in the beginning, right there, a little bit better view. So this is kind of not the root of where it started, but it was already started at that point. You know what I'm saying? And this video is from back in, what's the date on this? This is 3 years ago, December 2020. We're, holy shit. We're almost at the end of 2024. Oh, Algorithm says, Uncle Friday, I swear I see you in Scarf, not gonna lie. Yo, this is like, you know, like two countries that been like going at each other for a multitude of years. Like, I don't want to say the words of the countries that are going at it right now because you two don't like that type shit. But when it comes to like the hood shit, like these niggas has been like, they're gonna be beefing for a decade. Niggas gonna be on whatever Gram Live or whatever new social media platform when they're like 40 years old. Like, yo, wasn't you on Range? And wasn't Next Man put in PC? You know what I mean? I'm an old school rapper, right? So back in the days when I was rapping, like, we didn't have Instagram like that. So we didn't have that option to just streamline our feelings straight to the ops. Right? So I don't know what it's going to evolve to when these guys who are in their 20s and younger 30s and stuff like that, I don't know what that's going to evolve to when they're now in their like mid 40s and, you know, getting onto their early 50s, and they might still have an issue. I showed you guys the date on the video. This is a long time ago. And, you know, if these niggas want to keep that up now, let's say when they're in their 40s and shit, right? They might be, you know, they might evolve and go over to TikTok. TikTok might just take all the stocks up, and Instagram's not even a thing, let's say 5 years from now. These niggas got to pick up the phone and be like, yo, I don't like you still. Wait till you see my new video, pussy. Is that going to happen, or is niggas just going to grow up and stop doing this shit? Like, these niggas is writing like, y'all seen the shit that these niggas is writing paragraphs. It takes a lot of time to write this shit, fam. And listen, I mess with both parties, so I'm gonna tell you the same behind the scenes. This is a lot of work. Niggas is doing research. Let me go dig up some old videos. Yo, look, yo, remember when you were doing this? I pulled up the files. Fam, niggas, yo, like, niggas got other shit to do. To write this amount. And also with WhyG on his Twitter, to write that amount is time consuming. This, like right here, this paragraph, this is about 20, 25 minutes of writing. Niggas don't be spell checking, so we don't have to worry about that part. But this right here, all this is like, this is a 30-minute sit down. This may be a 40-minute chunk of time that we're using right now that we need to, yo, what? What? Nigga say what? Hold on. See. Goof. Yo, hold on. Yo, fam, we're trying to go to the club. Yo, hold on. Goof, goof, goof. See. What about this time? Yo, fam. Yo, we're leaving, bro. Yo, man. Yo, bro. It's already 2 a.m., fam. Niggas we're trying to go to the club, fam. The bar's gonna close. Yo, hold on. Send. Next. Goof, 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 pussy. Fam, we have other shit to do. Maybe not. But I know me, if I was a rapper right now, I would have to really have to learn how to, you know, be very economic with my time, because I gotta make music. I gotta smash things. I gotta be on my social media grind. And in the events that any pussy for tests, I gotta get on this gram, and I might need a couple of hours. Yo, listen, studio session done. Okay, I gotta get on the gram right now. I don't give a shit if it's $70 an hour, bro. The nigga says, yo. Pussy. Yo, fam. F the song. Goof. All right. What was I doing in the booth now? That's how it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. I love both of these niggas, yo. Like, these guys been doing their thing for a while, and they make dope music. But, bruh, y'all niggas either need to hug it out or swap it out and just get it out of your system. No guns. You know what I'm saying? Just swap it out. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. See, this is why I like LA. Salute to AD. All right. For anybody who was watching the stream from earlier, we had Compton AD in the stream trying to create build the bridge between Toronto and LA. A big, long old bridge from Canada all the way down to LA. We doing that. These niggas they swap it out. Something happens and somebody's violating. Yo, let's go over to this place, this alley, backyard, whatever. No guns, no cameras. 5 minutes or 10-minute time length. They might even set a timer on the phone. Go. Y'all niggas box, do whatever you got to do. Get it out of your system. And when you're done, we leave it there. I rate it. Especially if you guys are resolving it, no matter even if there's violence involved. If it's resolved and niggas don't go to the guns later on because y'all had to swap out, one person won, one person lost, y'all hugged it out after, it was cool, and now we're done with it, then do it. Swap it out. Thank the chosen one. Fades. Go catch the fade. 5 minutes. No burners. 5-minute fade. And then get it out your system and move on. No more internet. Or continue to do the internet and keep getting your cloud up and not actually be enemies in real life. I'm not mad at that neither. Lie. Make the whole shit up as long as y'all don't shoot each other. If it's just a bunch of fake shit, hey, keep on doing as long as nobody finds out. Oh, yo, pussy, I hate you. Yo, when I see you, what about your friends on range? Do all of that, and it's fake. I doubt it is. But if that's what y'all is going to take to keep y'all cloud up, then do that and just don't touch each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. But salute to Honcho Hoodlum and to WhyG35. Okay. I suggest both. I suggest y'all go check out both of their music. Go hit up their Spotify, their YouTube channels. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, all of this public facing type shit that niggas is doing, if niggas really be having beef. But like for real, the reason that we know about it is because they're making it public. And making things public also help with whatever else that you got in the background, whether it's your music or whatever, or we wouldn't know about this shit. I wouldn't have nothing to report on. You feel me? But yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. With 3 live this week. We've been busy this week. New episode dropping Monday. We're gonna film it tomorrow. So I'm gonna take my ass to bed soon. Big salute to AD who popped out earlier. You know what I'm saying? He came through. We had a good conversation and we were able to resolve a lot of things, and hopefully those things are resolved. And we'll be tapping in a couple of days. All right? We off of this. Doses.